Okay, so who would like to do a recap of what happened the last time we played Dungeons and Dragons?
We were in the middle of fighting a big old Altius imposter guy, and this is at the top of Mount Greythunder, and we bet him. Zorgar got banished to the air dimension,
The airplane dimension.
airplane. um, mhm. And we won. Got some loot. That's basically where we are. Had some chats with Altius.
You got a magic wish.
Yeah, we have wish. The party has a wish spell now to use, and we don't know what to do with it yet.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's about the size of it, isn't it? That's basically what happened. Session before last, Zorgar, you summoned a servitor. So you've got a concordance penalty until you take a week a stronghold of yours that is a temple, and kind of pray and cleanse yourself of your, kind of make up to him for sending you a lad.
Okay.
Until you do that, any further rolls you make are at minus 15. And can I get a list of all the sending stones you guys have? Because I need to just write it down somewhere so that I know who has a sending stone in terms of NPCs.
Is that just party sending stones, or also ones to NPCs? As well?
Just ones to NPCs.
Oh, just ones to NPCs. Okay.
I think the Baron of Alithor has one.
Yeah.
Feral has one, and maybe
your parents have
Daylight.
one.
Morton has one.
Brennan's got one.
I've lost track of all the people I've made one for.
Yeah.
Salty?
Yeah, I think he's got one, yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Did we
Anyone
give
else?
one to the Shadow Guard?
Oh, I think we did.
Someone
you give him a
set
raven.
up a raven. Yeah,
Sorry.
set up a raven system with them
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
before the
But those
at
ravens
Calvin
got killed.
murdered.
Yeah.
Is there anyone else? I'm trying to think who else has had stones. Uriel has Rurak stone right now, doesn't he?
Well, the members of Matt's crew, do they have some?
Does Uriel have
only
my
Feral.
one? I thought you guys took my one.
No, you gave it to him in
Yeah,
your
did we
Teen
not-
Angst
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, but I thought
Did
they
we not
went
pick it up
to-
when we were in Meriden?
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did go to Meriden, didn't you? Sorry, did you say so? Okay, well, if you remember any other ones that have sending stones, let me know. Just so I can keep track of these things. So yeah, that's about the size of things. You guys are most of you are in the Temple Deltaeus at the top of Mount Greythunder. You just found this ring.
No.
It was in there was a sort of a ruined kind of reliquary room, which was where there was a chest full of the kind of the monetary stuff you found, the gold and the platinum and the gems and things. And then you found what else did you find last week? You found the charm was there. There was this box kind of placed prominently, and it had this ring in it, but the plaque below the ring suggested that it had already been used, except Mirror's tests suggest that there's still a shit ton of magic energy left in it for some reason. But it seems as if whoever was last in the temple thought that it was been used up, but they were keeping it around for kind of sentimental reasons. So I'll do lore, kind of more lore on the items you found. So what else did you find? You found the charm, you found a couple of potions, you found a bunch of money, You found the ring, and you found the sphere. Was that it? Was there anything else? You found the rod as well. So like they'll all be kind of, other than the sphere, they'll all kind of be like named magic items of Altian significance. I just haven't done the names or the lore for them yet, so I'll try and get that done for next week. Yeah, you're just hanging out, and there you've recovered this ring. What is your guys' plan?
Got to get Matuk, right?
Yeah, I gotta go get my took.
Warwick's
up here.
corpse as well would be good.
Yes. So
Yeah.
Is it easier to go around the mountain now that that dude's dead?
kind of the storms calm down.
Yeah, I mean the
Less
storm is
exhaustion,
basically gone. So there's no longer blowing a blizzard outside. In fact, where's mod? Get the ambiance
Alright.
going.
Well, I mean, hopefully that can just take a day then to go down to where Ward was, pick up his body, pick up Matuk, and carry them both to the top of the temple, I guess.
I could do that. If we're going to be around for a couple of days, I could just turn into...
Can we
Like
tree
a-
stride?
No trees on the
Just to go
mountains.
down the mountain, I don't think would be...
Mm-hmm.
Have you
I
seen
could- I
a
could
tree
go
up
down-
here?
You know, maybe around where Ward fell, maybe.
That'd be convenient, wouldn't it?
But there's no trees
I
up
could go
here.
down as an elemental though and pick up the bodies and bring them back.
Sure. Yeah.
Because I'd be strong enough as an elemental and I wouldn't get affected by the cold, I don't think.
Mm-hmm.
Zorgar is still missing.
Oh, Zorgar's
yeah.
got me.
Oh,
Right.
there is that, yeah.
He's fine.
Right.
On a mountain.
Happy birthday, Finn.
Oh, thank you.
Should we sending Zorgar, see how he's doing?
Pick up the
you did that
stone
last
then.
time.
Yeah.
Did we figure out he was actually on a mountain? We
You didn't know that, but like
Yeah.
you just knew that I was alive.
yeah, we knew you were somewhere on a different fucking plane. We just don't know where you are now. Because that'll be like the first step after we sorry, Matuk and stuff, I guess.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, Zorgar, you're on a mountain side. You can see Meriden down below. So what do you guys, when you guys are in a fight, what do you do with your bags? Do you keep your bags on? Do you drop your bags somewhere kind of convenient?
I
to
think
pick up
I
after
keep
the fight?
mine on because like mine's not that heavy. I don't
Sure.
carry that much stuff anyway. And I don't have to do a lot of action. I
Okay.
just cast spells like far back, so
But basically, I'm just curious about whether Zorgar has his bag with him or not.
Oh, okay. I'd say he does have his bag with him.
All right, okay. Cool. Okay, so Zorgar, you're on this mountain side. You can see Meriden kind of off in the distance. You can see the kind of the scrapers, kind of poking through over the horizon. And by reckoning, based on the position of the sun and the time of day, you're on the eastern side of it, so you're on the Meriden facing side. Which would make sense given you can see the sea. What is your plan?
I'm just gonna walk down the mountain.
Okay. So you start heading.
I'm just trying to get to Meriden.
Okay. So you start heading down the mountain. Can you give us a survival check?
Can hold on.
You can't sending stone us, can you, Finn?
I can.
Because if you can sending stone us, you can let me know where you are and I can daisy highway you.
You have to have been there.
Yeah, but I mean, if he's headed down to Meriden anyway, he can get to somewhere that I would know. And
Also, we don't have any trees up with us.
That's a 7.
7.
Distinct lack of trees up here.
Mhm.
Okay. So Zorgar, you're heading down the side of the mountain. You're a bit, you know, it's been a long day. You fought a man who was pretending to be a god. He sent you to another dimension. You fell for ages. You met some big cloud boy. He threw you through time and space. Now you're on a different mountain. Probably had about enough of mountains at this point. It's a little warmer in here. It's not as bad as Greythunder was. So you reckon you're probably like you don't look anywhere near as high up either. And you're kind of proceeding down.
Do I know what mountain I'm on?
Give us a nature check.
Okay.
Thank God you didn't end up on the Red Peak, for fuck's sake. Like,
I know,
you
right?
could have ended up there.
It's a 10.
10. So you can see the big river that runs through Meriden and out to sea, which starts on Mount Sinris. You can see definitely a big river heading off in the direction of Meriden. So you reckon you're probably on that mountain, or one of the foothills nearby it. And as you're heading down this mountain, you kind of wind your way down. It's kind of crosses back and forth. And after about an hour of going, you're kind of slowing a bit. But sun's starting to set almost. But you can see there's a sort of you're approaching a waterfall. So like the path kind of. There's a waterfall coming down the mountain here, and it kind of zooms along. There's a path that goes over this bit as it goes over the edge, like a kind of a fording. And where this waterfall is on the mountainside, you can see what looks like a doorway. Except it's a kind of a weird sensation to look at it, because it looks almost like it's not quite in this reality. It looks like it's like if the door was kind of overlaid at 50% opacity, so it's like sort of see-through. And when you look at it, like the world around you, like it becomes real, and the world around you becomes sort of half opacity, and it has this symbol on it of a pair of scales that are perfectly balanced.
Definitely going to that door.
And the rest of you guys are in the temple. So after finding the ring, how long are you kicking about here before actioning things and doing
Well,
stuff?
the last we heard from Zorgar, we talked to him, and he said he had the situation under control, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. If I guess we just operate off of that, like as the assumption that he's okay.
I mean, we need to get Matuk right now, anyway.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he can contact us anyway once he's sorted.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Cool. Do you want to head down and get Matuk then? And do we want to get Matuk up here and then go forward? Or do we want to do one trip where we get both of them?
One trip for both.
One trip for both. Cool. That sounds good. All right.
They were both around the same place anyway, weren't they?
Yeah. Well, they were both at least within a day of travel of each other, right?
They were like we went from one bit to the next one.
Okay.
Yeah, they were within like an hour of each other.
It would also be cool to just like to wrap up this whole Greythunder thing, to basically stop off at Stormguard and just.
I told you so. I told you.
Just need to stop off, update him, and I think that'd be kind of everything tied up.
Sure.
If everyone's cool with that. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Should we just head off?
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything left to loot here, is there?
Loot.
Don't think so.
Jake, can I fix that hole that I made in the library place
Sure, yeah.
before?
There's no ceiling on this place.
There is no ceiling.
Priorities.
There's no ceiling in the place, but there's a door. But there's also a hole in the wall that the wind will ruin the books, and I need to fix that hole.
It's also raining through the ceiling right now, because there's a big storm, kind of not around the mountain, but overhead.
there's a storm overhead. Can I check up on the sphere of storms and try and make it so there's not a storm directly over the temple?
It's like it's not responding, that storm.
Right, okay.
Like you intuitively, as a cleric of Ultius, you're like holding this sphere, you're like, yeah, this should totally work. That should totally move that storm. I can see it in. I'm holding it with this sphere. I need to move it that way, and it's just not. Like the clouds sort of shift, but there's still a storm overhead.
Okay. Is there a way that I think I can make sure the books are not going to get damaged, basically?
Yeah, I mean the library bit has a roof on it still.
Right.
So like it should be okay. Anything that you leave in the main hall is liable to get water sodden.
I'm just gonna make sure there's nothing in the main hall and that everything is as tight as it can be.
Sure. Okay. Cool. So as you're kind of organizing stuff, there is a kind of a cry, and there's a flap of wings, and they kind of on the stone in the main temple, and then you can see wings like Gale's is there. He's kind of poking around, and he hops over to a pillar and kind of pecks at it. But he doesn't immediately notice you from where you are.
I'll just go. I'll just walk up to Wings like Gale's like, "Hey, you made it! Great."
He kind of turns around.
Your journey?
You did it then, did you? You know Wings?
We did it. We killed him. He's gone now. And I've got the sphere of storms. It was the thing creating the storms. That's gone now. Now there's a bigger storm, but it doesn't seem to be too bad.
Yes, well, perhaps the storm bearer was right about you.
Yeah, I think we all.
And he kind of inspects the stuff. And then he kind of, after a while, he turns around and says, "What's next then,
Sorry, can you hear me again?
Yeah.
Cool. Sorry. What's next? We're gonna get Matuk and Ward. We're gonna bring him back up here, and hop down to Stormguard again, and then we're off doing something else. I don't know what's next adventure is. I think we're doing a dragon. Is that right, guys?
Yep.
Cool. All right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, a dragon is next on the agenda.
Interesting. And what about this place, Terrible disrepair.
Yeah, it's not good.
Stronghold.
I'm thinking that the people of Stormguard might be willing to help in repairs.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Matuk's gonna look after it.
That's the hope. Yeah.
Ah, the green one.
Yeah, the green one. He's dead, but we're gonna bring him back. The Storm Lord's gonna bring him back, and he'll be okay.
Okay.
And hopefully he'll see what he wants to do.
Very well.
All right. Would you be able to help us in getting Matuk's body up here, and also Ward, our ally?
I know of Matuk. What is this Ward?
Ward is a big metal man.
You want to speak to him? His head's here.
Oh, I'm Ward. Hello. He kind of hops over to where. Are you holding Ward's head out?
Sorry?
Are you like holding Ward's head out?
Yeah.
He kind of hops over. Can you make a dex save?
Is Ward's head shiny, perchance?
Oh, are you guys on roll 20? Hold on. I forgot that just because we don't have a map doesn't mean we're not going to need roll 20. One moment.
They cruise there.
Floating. Alright. What do you say, deck save?
Deck save, yeah.
Yeah. Oh god. Okay, it's fine. Oh,
Whoa.
there's 5?
5.
No.
So he hops over
yeah.
to where you've got Ward's head stretched out and was like, "Hello, I'm Ward. Nice to meet you." And then he just kind of snatches Ward's head out of your hand and then flutter jumps away, and then he kind of cracks Ward's head on the ground like a nut.
Wings like gales. Wings. Stop. Put down
Drop it.
the shiny ball.
I did tell him to get a nice rock.
Put it down.
Run over to try and wrestle it from the bird.
He drops it when Rurik tells him to.
Okay.
And Ward's okay. He's a bit shaken. He's like, "Whoa."
Rurik, what the fuck is wrong with your bird?
Sorry about that, Ward. Sorry, Amir. He's
okay.
He's he just he goes for what he wants, and I'll make sure that doesn't happen again.
He's a real go-getter.
Yeah, apparently.
Wings is unfazed. Hmm?
No more of that. That's a friend. Don't
Person right here. He may be disembodied, but he's a person, okay?
He peers at Ward. And he's like, and then he hops away. Very well.
Was that yeah?
Where do we need to go then, little no wings?
I feel like we could probably I could ride Wings Like Gales, and maybe we could get Matuk if Raffin could go get
Yep.
Ward. Maybe with someone else who's stronger as well.
How long's it gonna take to get there?
Yeah.
What's the conditions like, Jake? Is it windy or?
It's a bit windy and a bit rainy. It's not as bad as it was. By comparison
Flyable?
to what you guys have been going through, yeah, it's definitely flyable. You flew up here. By comparison to how the mountain's been the past days, it's not really gonna. It's bad conditions, but it's not gonna really impact you guys because you're used to
I could
traversing this
eagle
mountain
it
like this.
and probably get them both.
Well, I could do one of them with Wings Like Gales because he's a big bird, and we just do one journey with
Fair
just doing our own thing.
How
So he's big
long
bird.
can you remain as a bird, friend?
It's like 4 hours.
Wow. Could we get there and back within 4 hours?
If you're flying, yeah, easy.
Ah, cool.
Cool.
The length of time it takes to climb the mountain is all the traversing the paths and finding paths and stuff like that. If you're just flying, it's super fast.
Okay, so Raffin and Rurik, go get the bodies. I'm gonna stay here.
Can I ask Wings Like Gales if he thinks he can carry both me and the green one up the mountain?
Why should I not be able to? You're saying Wings Like Gales is weak?
I'm just asking.
Not strong?
I'm just seeing if you're ready. I'm seeing if you're prepared.
Wings Like Gales is always ready.
All right, sure, let's do it then.
He hops out outside the temple and flutters his wings. impatiently.
Sure. I'll climb on his back. Yeah.
Okay. So you jump on.
I'll go.
Sorry, what?
I'll go from the tick. It's just what I'm saying.
Cool. Okay. So you hop on one of the Gills' back. He'll take you down to Matuk. Raffin, you're accompanying.
I thought I was going to get Ward.
Yeah, they're basically the same thing.
All right, yeah, but then yes.
Okay. So Raffin and Rurak take off down the mountain. What are the rest of you guys doing in the temple?
I'm going to try and piece together these maps and see what I can make of.
Okay. Anyone else doing anything?
Probably looking at the wish ring thingy, and yeah.
Okay.
Should it not be a wish?
I'll probably scavenge some books or help Naren with his map stuff.
Sure. Okay. So Naren, like looking at the maps, you can see. You remember the second one, the copy you have? It looked like there was runes on the original that haven't been able to be transferred over because it's more just like almost like a kind of raised. It was like a raised kind of section of the map that you could feel that there was runes under there, but you didn't know what they looked like or anything.
Okay.
So you don't know what the runes on that map says. The first map, the one you've just recovered, looks like it kind of starts off in the wastes. There's this kind of dividing line that suggests that the maps don't continue on from one another. It's more like a stage 1 and then stage 2.
Yeah.
Stage 2 might lead into stage 3. It's difficult to say. And stage 1 has these
runes on this one.
Yeah, the runes on this one say. What did I say? They say. I think they say invoke the gate.
Oh yeah.
Something to that effect.
Okay.
And there's these 3 circled locations. The second map has this kind of. The second map is much more like nautical charts. Like it has actual charts and headers and things that you can sort of. You can like having, even before you had this first map. The second section, like you could. It has like landmarks on it and stuff, and you're like, yeah, I could totally get to that particular point it's telling me to get to. This kind of, it's just a broad circle, like an ornate circle, but like there's nothing there, and there's just big open sea.
Okay.
So this map kind of, this section of the map fails to provide any real sort of context for what's going on in the second half of the map.
Right.
I'll try and actually like draw the map for you at some point. It's probably the easiest way to explain it.
Yeah.
Make note of that. So Raffin and Rurak head off down the mountain. You light kind of separately. Raffin, you kind of land at Ward's kind of frozen, decapitated body. This big, giant hunk of metal. And Rurak, you alight next to Matuk's frozen corpse. He looks sort of peaceful, rested up against this ice wall with his big tusk. His green skin is now kind of gone, kind of pale blue. His tattoos are still there and showing through. And you guys will be able to just there's nothing stopping you guys just kind of retrieving. Raffin, you're probably going to have a bit of trouble with Ward because he's quite heavy because he's a big hunk of metal.
I'm a big bird.
Yeah. I don't think you'll have any. It's just going to be sort of tiring. I don't think you're going to have any difficulty actually doing it. But give us a survival check, both of you, to see how well you navigate back up with the weather conditions.
Hello?
Hello?
22.
22.
I don't know what has happened to this mic.
Is it
but
cutting in and still?
It seems that
Did you see
sometimes,
that?
even when I'm push to talk, you guys just don't hear me.
All right,
And I
okay.
don't want to what's up with that.
But it doesn't come up green around your camera though, so it's definitely like it's not even like you're
That's
messing
weird, because
with
on
it.
my end it does.
All right.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'll try resolve it.
Yeah, 22. Wings is having no trouble in the winds. He's just like, okay, we've got the no wing green one. Let's go back up then, shall we?
I got 11, Jake.
11.
6 plus 5.
Okay, so it's word is quite heavy, so you have to kind of stop and take breaks and kind of recharge. You're sort of flying, rather than flying continuously, you're flying sort of in fits and bursts, like sort of little sprints with him. Because he's heavy. He's not heavy enough that you can't carry him. It's just going to take a little longer, so Rek arrives back 5 or 10 minutes before Raffen does. But the rest of you, kind of, after about half an hour of tinkering with maps and inspecting things and looking at rings, Rek and Wings Like Gales arrive back with Matuk's corpse. And then 5 or 10 minutes later, Raffen returns. Zorgar, you're hanging out on the mountainside, and you see this door. What are you going to do?
I'll approach the door and like check if it's locked or anything, or if I can just open it.
It looks it's like a big heavy stone door, kind of big rectangular, big seam down the middle, big double doors.
So can I push it open, or is it?
It looks like it. Yeah, doesn't like it's a bit of a, you know, you gotta kind of give it a bit of welly, but like you're a strong lad. It's not going to be a big trouble for you.
Okay, so yeah, just push the doors open and
Okay.
go in.
So you you kind of heave the doors open, kind of Aragorn, in there's 2 towers in it when he comes back. It does the Helm's Deep thing. You heave these doors open, and the doors open into this kind of fairly small chamber. A little more like it's basically a natural cave, and there's this kind of altar in the center, and there's a man sitting on it. He's decked out in plate mail. He's got this blonde kind of hair. You can't see his face. He's kind of facing away from you. But he stands up and turns around and he says, Who are you? And he kind of... So, have you got the shield out, or do you keep the shield, like, kind of tucked away when you're not in combat?
I'd say I keep it, like, on my back.
Sure, okay.
Like, most of the time, unless I'm in combat, then I bring it out.
Okay. So it's still on your back just now?
Yes, it will.
Okay.
I don't know, he might have taken it out because he's going into something that's a bit, like, unknown.
Sure, okay. So this man turns around and he says, Who are you? He's a kind of young, fairly either maybe 30. Kind of like super resplendent, like silver gilded armor. No weapon or anything. No shield. He's just in plate mail.
Did you say he was in a chair?
He was sitting on an altar. He kind of hops down off it and turns around.
Yeah. I'm Zorgar.
And he points to the shield on your back, kind of over your shoulder. He says, "Where did you get that?"
Found it.
Found it where?
In a temple.
He kind of...
Sounds like you stole it.
Sounds an awful lot. Like
He
you
sort of...
stole it.
He kind of bristles. Is this what? Is this some cruel trick? Is this what's going on? You're gonna come here and pilfer my tomb again?
I don't remember where I was when I got it.
Well,
What are you, some kind
I'm saying that out of character. Zorgar didn't say that. It was me. I don't remember where we got it.
It was when
remember getting it.
Caladan fell off the cliff.
underground in
They were trying to change it
Yeah,
so that it
yeah.
was an evil thing, and you'd
There was
take
a
it back.
god.
That was the whole point.
Yeah, I remember that. But where was it originally?
In
A
the Fortress
temple.
Temple, and then it was stolen, like, just after Anchor.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, back. Sorry.
He kind of, when you say you got it from the temple, he bristles. He kind of crosses his arm.
I got it from the Valarius Fortress Temple down in Alethor. I saved
And what
it
were you doing?
from
What?
being corrupted.
Corrupt by who? Who are you? Why are you here? How did you find this place? Are you the one I'm supposed to be waiting for?
I don't know, but I was teleported to this mountain from another realm. I was helping my friend Rurek fight a demigod or a godlike creature, and then I got teleported here. I have this shield because I'm a paladin of Valarius.
He kind of relaxes slightly. In fact, give us a persuasion check.
Okay. So 26.
26. He kind of relaxes a bit. And you can see kind of now you're a bit closer to him. You can see he's got this kind of spectral glow quality to him. Except like a lot of the time you sort of expect that kind of classic kind of ghost blue. Except he's kind of this kind of white yellow, kind of outline to him.
Radiant.
Yeah, basically. He says, maybe I'm supposed to wait for you then.
What was the description of who you're waiting for?
I was never given a description. I
just
assume I
know
have to
someone
wait
was
for
coming.
someone. Maybe it's you, maybe it's someone else, I don't know.
Might be me.
What do you... He says, my name is, He sits back down on the altar. I'm kind of propped up against it. He says, my name was Balthazar. I was the first High King, or the Emperor, or whatever you'd call him now. I'm still not sure why. Did the Justiciar send you?
No, I wasn't sent by anyone.
I assumed when someone finally turned up, it would be a bit more clear why.
Things don't always make sense.
And the rest of you guys are in the Altius Temple. And Rek arrives back, and then Raffen arrives back slightly later. With Matuk and Ward, what is your plan?
Fix Ward?
Naren would like to take a rest. He's very hurt.
Okay. I mean, you can, like, you'll have had a short rest by this point. Because it's been fairly...
Is there like an altar?
Yeah, there's an altar in the side room.
Is Matuk full blown orcicle right now?
Pretty much, yeah. He's thawing a bit. He's not quite as...
I'll try and provide some heat for him.
Sure,
to,
okay.
Warm up the body before he starts getting reanimated, because
Sure, okay.
you don't want to be frozen when that happens.
Sure, so Lita spends a bit of time over Matuk, kind of, thawing him out a bit. It's more just sort of surface freeze. So you get him sort of limbered up again, fairly easily.
No one wants a lumber corpse.
Mm-mm.
Is a limber corpse better than a frozen corpse?
No, really isn't.
Anyways, the dispense time on him, and it looks like you're like, "Oh, if I was getting brought back into that, I'd be reasonably comfortable. More comfortable than if I was frozen. Rurak, what are you doing?
I guess is kind of lay him on the altar.
Sure,
is that a
okay.
thing?
Yes, you lay him down on the
Yeah.
altar. And Sutla reappears. Except he looks like super old now, like way older than before. Like his face is all wrinkled and sagging.
Okay.
Where's my? And he kind of crosses and looks over. He says, "Well done, champion. My faith was not misplaced. It seems I can interfere with the mortal veil for only so long. Indeed, my strength already wanes." And he kind of pulls on a sack of skin. But I have some yet to give. He says, "Rest a while. You've earned it. There is more work to be done. We'll speak of that later. The seals are breaking, Rurak. Indeed. One just did.
One just did. What does that mean?
We are forbidden to speak of it. To divulge more is against the cosmic laws. We must be ready. You must be ready.
Okay.
All of you, for what comes when it comes. But perhaps your service deserves greater reward. An interesting modification you made to the hammer," he says, pointing to it. "Let's modify it further, perhaps." He kind of flicks a finger, and there's a spark of lightning, cracks off, and smacks into the hammer, and it kind of tingles, and this spark kind of runs all up and down your body. Your eyes get a little more thunderous. Your hammer feels a bit more weighty in the good way in your hand. So your champion feature and your hammer upgrade.
Sick.
Uh,
All right. Cool.
And then, like as he does so, like his skin goes this kind of awful, kind of sickly gray.
Oh wow.
Like he's
Okay.
super nasty looking. It is like Emperor Palpatine, sort of. Not very nice to look
Oh,
at.
okay.
Sitla can get you some moisturizer or something. Like, come on.
I don't think it will help.
What happened, mate?
And he kind of walks around behind the altar. He says, he kind of casts a look around the temple. He says, and now a negotiation with Keaneros. Farewell, champion. And he kind of lays a hand over Matuk, and there's this kind of lightning kind of crackles off him. And it kind of spreads down Matuk, and as it does so, you can see Sutla's body kind of disintegrates into ash. And when he's all gone, Matuk's eyes open. And he kind of breathes. And he kind of instinctively rolls off the altar and onto his knees.
Mm-hmm.
And Zorgar, you're hanging out with this man in the cave.
Yeah, cave guy.
What do you want to do?
What was the last thing he said again?
He said he was the first High King, or Emperor as you call him now.
Yeah. Yeah, I've heard of you. Many legends about you being very dedicated to Belarius.
Yes, well, all the stories get embellished a bit when you die, don't they? I suppose you wouldn't know.
You're dead?
Yes, I died so many years ago, I think. 300-400, they all run together after a while. My body is entombed on the other side of the mountain. But
see.
my spirit is here for
Why are you here?
I don't know. Valarius works in strange ways. You must think that whatever
Did
or
he send you?
whoever I'm waiting for is important. He just... I don't even remember what he said. He was so cryptic.
So you don't know why you're here?
Not really. I assume there's someone I have to impart great wisdom to or something, but I've never been much for that. What's the situation of the world you find yourself in?
There's a lot of conflict in Rinn right now. Between the many regions like Althor and Scale and such.
So the cycle continues. It was
Yes.
much the same in my day.
Was there ever peace? A lot of peace between all the regions?
Briefly.
They ever get all on?
They say I united them. It wasn't really... Anyone could have done it. But there was a few years where...
I would like to unite them again. I think maybe the first step to them being united again is to get Scale in better hands.
He looks at you, he kind of smiles a bit. He says, "Yeah, it's always a tumultuous one. That when I had many friends from Scale. My sword was given to me by your people. They're good folks. They deserve. They deserve good lives.
They do, but they've got a bad leader right now.
So what are you going to do about it?
Yeah. Me and my brother were eventually planning to confront him, but we're not quite ready yet. It's not the right time.
No one's ever ready.
I guess you're right. So you think we should do it now?
You should do what do you think is best. That's all anyone can do.
Well, we'll do it.
I'm sorry, I don't know what I'm afraid I've got no grand decrees or no great insights into what it means to be Valarian. I just did as best I could.
Well, honor to meet you.
And to you. Does the Alliance, does it still exist?
What alliance? The Balarian Alliance? It's gone.
The Rebel Alliance.
I'm trying to rebuild it.
Good, someone should.
I've started rebuilding the temple, but it's slow, and I can't be there all the time to work on it full time. I need to help my party.
Well, we can only play the hand we're dealt. I'm sure.
Yeah,
I'm sure he understands.
I'd like to spend some time. I'd like to spend more time there getting it fixed up, but I have people there working on it all the time as much as I get there. So hopefully it'll be what it once was one day.
It would be a good thing if it was.
Aye.
Should be careful around brothers. They
Why?
Well, I don't know, perhaps I'm biased. My brother was never... Well, my brother put me in this predicament, didn't he?
Well, hopefully mine doesn't do that to me, either of them.
Yes, I hope so too.
I trust one of them. The other one, not so much. He's tried to kill me before, so... several times.
Yes, they have a habit of that.
Tricky bunch, brothers.
I used to think it was foolish not to love them, but sometimes they don't. Sometimes I think there's wisdom in trusting them.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from.
So meanwhile, back in the temple, Matuk rolls onto the ground. He's on his hands and knees and takes this big kind of gasp of air, and he kind of sits up and kneels, and he's kind of just there. His head's he kind of looks around.
Can I try and like sit him up to kind of lean against the altar?
Sure. So when you enter his field of vision, he kind of flips around and he gives you a big, like, he wraps his arms around you and squeezes you, and you can feel a kind of uncomfortable level of pressure on some of your internal bones. It's my friend! My friend, you did it! You brought me back!
We brought you back, man. Don't worry. I couldn't let you stay there.
Where are we? What is...
Well, take a look around. We're here. We made it. We're at the top of the mountain, man. We
What happened?
We defeated the Pretender.
He stands up. He looks actually sort of distraught. He says, I no longer... Where is he? Where is Altius? What happened to Altius? I cannot hear him anymore.
Altius, he's fine.
No.
He brought you back.
But he is gone. I cannot hear his voice.
Can't hear his voice?
It is as if he has perished. It looks like Superbird.
He's not perished. He's not perished. He was just here. He's probably regaining his strength. But
then why does he not speak to me?
To help you.
Ignore his ashes on the floor.
Do you not need to come? You not need to
Just
come
got
with him
ashes.
to speak?
So what did you say?
Rurak's asking Matuk if Matuk needs to commune with Rurak with Altius in order to speak with him, because for Rurak's perspective, it's usually like Rurak has to reach out and to talk to Altius, whereas Rurak's thinking that Matuk doesn't have to reach out and there's just a voice in his head.
He's like, no, I hear him. He speaks to me. He said
he speaks to you.
Yeah.
What does he
He brought
say
me
to you?
he brought me to you. He told me to come to the mountain, retrieve the sphere, restore him to his full strength. Where is he gone? What have you done to him?
I've done nothing. The Pretender that was here, we defeated the Pretender. Altius helped us.
And what have you done with the sphere? Have you restored him?
Here's the sphere.
He kind of picks it up. He's like, he holds it.
We
he's
dispelled
shaking.
the storm that was around the mountain, and then this greater one appeared. Now I assume that to be the will of Altius to have his true power take over the mountain. But the Pretender is gone. I don't know where you're hearing voices from though, because whenever I have to speak to Altius, I have to speak to him.
Didn't find like a weird weapon or anything and then start hearing voices, did you?
Wasn't a pretender, was
It's
it?
more likely than you think.
Like we have, Darren has people speaking in his head all the time.
Voices in
I'm
my
Makes us
head?
scared to pipe up.
I'm
Make
quite,
the Took feel
I'm
a little
quite
less
wor-
insane.
I'm quite worried if you were hearing voices,
He kind
because
of
I never was.
he walks back into he kind of walks into the central hall, and then he's like, no, it cannot be. I'm no fool. It was Altius. And he kind of, so the big lad, you disintegrate him, so his ashes are everywhere, but his spear is obviously still there, his massive bloody spear. And he kind of like falls to his knees in front of the spear, and he just kind of sits there looking defeated.
What does a spear mean to you?
I saw it in my. Altius sat upon the throne with his spear, and
What do you look like?
he was an old man.
I mean, the pretender also looked like the depictions of Altius. 'Cause
Did
he was
Altius
pretending
carry
to be
around the spear?
Altius.
Yeah. Jake, did Altius carry on the spear?
I used to pick it with a spear. You haven't like Sutla didn't have one.
So that didn't happen.
I think you
Um,
might have been looking at the pretender.
Matuk, you may have been, you may have had the pretender speaking in your head. I don't know. I can't say for sure, but this weapon was the pretender's. He fought us with this, and then when we defeated him, Altius came here and brought you back to life.
If that is true, my life has been in vain.
No, you were serving your god. That you were serving Altius. It's just you were being misled.
I was taken for a
perhaps,
fool. I was
by-
manipulated.
But he's gone now. He's gone now, and
And there is no one to replace him. He's gone from my head. I cannot hear his voice anymore.
do you not
I'm
feel
sure
free
we can
from
get
the
a new
voice?
voice in your head.
Do you not wish to?
Of course, Darren
Do you,
thinks
do you not wish to talk with the true Altius?
Correct, maybe you should lead him in a prayer or something.
If you want, we can. Yeah, that's a good idea, Lida. We can commune together, and hopefully Altius will speak to you.
He just sits there. He's crying. He doesn't say anything. He's just having a bit of a moment.
Yeah, that's fine. I guess I'm gonna lay down, sit down next to him, and it's kind of like shoulder to shoulder, and start kind of like quietly praying and see if he'd want to join.
Sure. Yeah, so you sit down and you kind of start doing a bit of a quiet prayer. Just sit down with him.
Mm-hmm.
And he kind of, like when you initially sit down, you can hear him sort of sobbing a bit. And as you kind of progress, he sort of stops crying so much. His eyes are still kind of wet. And then he doesn't ever kind of join in with speaking with you, but you get the impression that he's definitely listening. And then when you're kind of finished, he seems a little more back to sorts.
I would kind of just be talking to Altius directly and being like, please, like what happened with me, show Matuk Matuk that you care and the path, so that he can keep having meaning. his life and to show him that his life wasn't for naught, kind of thing.
Sure. Okay. So you do your prayer.
And I'd probably kind of say to Matuk as well is that in like for Rurak, his weakest moments has always been when he's alone. So having companions around and being with each other has always been a source of strength and wholeness for Rurak.
I understand. It has been me and him for so long. I thought that was how it was for you as well.
For me, it was me and my party, me and my friends, taking on a mission that was never just laid out clear. I didn't have a voice in my head, but with companions, we were able to go out and restore Altius and take down the Pretender. But it's not. I'm not really sure what to say.
It is okay. Thank you, my friend, for everything you've done. What is next for you? Where will you go now?
I'm not sure. I think we're taking on the next part of the adventure for this party, and wherever this group takes me, wherever this family takes me, and I'm not really. We might be taking out a dragon. We might be doing something else in scale. I don't know. I'm kind of need to get this place sorted out though. And
yes, it is. He kind of smiles. He says, "It is broken to shit."
It is.
Isn't it?
It's definitely broken to shit. You're right.
He kind of pushes himself to his.
Blame the Pretender to that for breaking that bloody roof. That roof was fine before he. Okay. But Matuk, I'd be lying if I didn't say that. Bringing you back, I wanted to ask you something as well, to see if you would want to do something. Perhaps maybe. What are you gonna say?
What is that?
Well, I'm not at a place right now where I can stay and take care of this place, and I think whenever we've been put against each other, whenever we have been rivals, it's always been for the worse, and I want to extend out my hand and say that I want you to run this with me. I want us both to be the hands of the storm.
I would like that very much.
All right. I'd like that too. And if you need some time to recover, because I know that death is not a nice thing to go through. It's horrible. I've seen it. I've seen my friends go through that, and I wouldn't wish upon on anyone.
I will be okay. I need to sit in the sun for a while. He kind of looks overhead. He says, "Perhaps tomorrow."
Perhaps tomorrow. Okay. Well, I think me and the party might be heading off at some point soon. We're probably going to go down to Stormguard, but there's one big thing I want to ask of you, Matuk, and I want I want to see if you want to be the caretaker of the temple.
You mean to... What would such a thing entail? I do not know if I...
Well,
I
I
don't
know
know
it's a
if I
big
have
ask.
the experience.
I
My
don't
whole
know
faith
if
has
anyone
been...
has the experience.
It has been a lie.
I understand.
Matirk, for what it's worth, if you have had the Pretender's voice in your head this whole time, it was the real Altius that brought you back. So he definitely has a plan for you, at least.
I think this might be a good time for you to reflect and think about your faith with Altius and see if this is the life you want to continue living. You don't have to do this. You don't have to take care of this place. You don't have to be the hand of the storm. You can do whatever you want, but I would miss you.
I would miss you too. He kind of looks up. He's got like these bags under his eyes. He's like, I am tired, my friend. I need to rest. But I will.
You can rest.
I will think upon your offer. I do not wish to. Nothing would give me greater pleasure than to serve here alongside you. But I do not know if I no longer know if I am the best choice.
I know that you are the best choice, and I want you to see that one day, but I know you need time. You should rest. Do you want to go back to Stormguard? We can take you to Stormguard to rest.
No, here will be fine.
You'll be fine. Okay.
He goes and lies down in the library.
Lida, can you make a sanding stone for
You
Matik?
got it, pal.
Thank you.
You should start charging for these
I
services.
really should.
Being exploited.
Is that bad at all? Is that why I'm here?
I thought we were friends.
Hey,
No,
when's
I
like
have
you
a
did you
fortnight.
find 2 stones?
Oh yeah, I gotta make one for the fucking bird as well. Okay. Right.
Stones!
I told you to find stones.
What?
Yeah.
Never. I
Very
told you to
well!
find stones.
And he flies off.
This was ages ago.
Oh.
Oh, stupid bird.
He is a
Okay,
bird.
That's fine. We can just climb down the mountain, I guess.
Climb.
Can teleport, can't
We
we?
teleport, can we?
We
think
won't go to
so.
Stormguard. Oh, can we have someone plant a tree up here though, so we can get here real fast?
Yeah, I was gonna.
Zoom zoom.
Paraffin.
You got any seeds? Any pine cones?
Any beans?
Ooh.
Ooh,
I still have a bean. I don't think we want to use that bean up here.
no.
Paraffin, I was wondering
Caused
if.
a massive oils.
Yeah, that would not be good up here.
Yeah, I think I can. I'm just having a look. There's things I can do to help things grow. I'm just not sure if I can do it if there's nothing growing. So it would kind of depend what there is here.
Mm-hmm. Jake, was there any courtyard or anything where there would have been a tree or plants or anything like that?
Any kind of bit you'd expected there to be a courtyard is currently covered in snow. So it's possible.
Mhm.
It's definitely something you could kind of specify in the reconstruction.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'd probably want there to be like a courtyard space. Maybe there's not an existing tree there, but like a courtyard surrounding a tree would be my sort of thinking. Like the top of what's the place in Lord of the Rings? It's the big old.
Yeah, Minister.
Yeah, something like the tree at the top of there, but like just a little courtyard. So, is there nothing like a druid can do to?
I'm having a look just now. I
Hmm.
think there's things I can do to help crops and things like that are
Right.
there, but hold on, I'll check the player's handbook.
I mean, if not, otherwise we can just walk down the mountain.
We could always teleport to somewhere else and then Daisy Highway back to Stormguard. That might be the easiest way of doing it.
I could do it. Where
And then
can
we
we
wouldn't have
teleport?
to walk down the mountain.
Yeah, wouldn't have to walk down the mountain. We could.
Uh,
Lida,
Yeah.
do you want to look for a teleportation circle?
Alright.
Seal somewhere.
Temples don't usually have them that often, though.
No.
No, we can look, though.
Okay.
I like the
Check.
sound of a teleportation seal, though.
Yeah. Jack, can I make my
Teleport
word
seal?
of recall here?
you can, yeah.
I'll do that.
Yeah, I think you got to mark off the slot for it. To rebind it.
Oh, I
Uh,
need a day's rest then, I think.
Zorgar, you're hanging out in this cave with this dude still. Where did we?
Yeah.
Where were we last with you?
Uh,
Chatting with brothers, wasn't he?
I want to say to him, I know it's your sword that's in the stone in Meriden. I've been trying to pull that sword out, and I hope one day I will. I'd like to wield it again.
Yes, that is. It's taken on something more than since when I had it. It's still there then. No one's.
No, people try every day, but no one's quite done it yet. I've got it to move before, but I've not quite pulled it out.
I see. It's. You know, I'm not sure if anyone will be able to pull it out. It's. I think these days it's. I don't think it's a. It's no longer just a sword. I think it's now a symbol of.
I'm sure I'll be able to pull it out one day.
I'm sure you will too.
Maybe not soon, but one day.
Maybe one day, yeah. It is. Perhaps you should consider. Perhaps they all should consider why it is they wish to draw it. It is. I do not think that sword has anything. It was nothing more than a sword when I wielded it. I don't think it has. I'm not convinced it will bring what people think it will.
Even if it's not a particularly powerful sword, it's very well crafted and made of very nice material that's strong and sturdy.
That it is. It was a. Like I said, it was a gift from your people to me. It was. Very well. If I may. And he kind of gestures to your axe. He says, Why would you need it? You've got this far without it, haven't you?
Well, yes, I have got this far without it, but I don't know. I want it. I want it as a symbol of like proving to myself that I'm worthy of it.
He kind of
It's-
nods.
I just want to prove myself to both my god and to myself.
Wanting things is a dangerous thing. I feel it is. Oftentimes it leads to undesirable paths in life.
I agree, but only if you want things for the wrong reasons.
He kind of he nods and he says, "Yes, true, but perhaps a slippery slope."
I'll keep that in mind.
Many people think that, in fact, I would hazard to say that all that do wrong in this world think that the ends justify the means. I'm sure they think their reasons are just. My brother did.
Hmm. It's hard to know.
This guy is like super awkward, basically. He's like, he doesn't really
Yeah.
have much chat. He's just a regular guy. It's the sort of impression you get. Like it's long periods of kind of uninterrupted silence.
Seems
Is his brother?
Yeah.
yeah, who's your brother?
My brother is I'm not sure what they would call him these days. I believe he's back and pursuing his goals again. He was the one that killed me.
Yeah.
We united the story I'm sure you'll have heard is that I was responsible for the unification of the humans and the elves and the dwarves into I'm not sure what it's called
I
these
have
days.
heard.
But we did it together is the truth of it. And regardless of whether we deserved it, the people loved us, and I don't think he felt they loved him enough.
Why did he want to be loved as much?
Why does anyone? And I think he was. It is less that they did not love him enough, I think it is more that they loved me more. I think it only takes a small seed like that for despotism and tyranny to take root. By the time he confronted me, there was nothing I could have said, there was nothing I could have pointed to have changed his mind. He felt that all he needed to do was get me out of the way, and then all of a sudden everything he wanted he would have. So I
Well,
planted
he
the
was
sword in the ground.
foolish.
He was foolish. But I was more foolish for believing him. When he confronted me, I'm not sure what the story they tell us. I'm sure it's a grand battle or something. The truth of it was far from it. The sword was in the throne room because I planted it there. I let him kill me because I loved him. I thought it would bring my brother back. I don't think it worked.
Yes.
It was very undramatic.
Okay. Is there anything I can do for you while I'm here, or?
I don't think so. I think
Any nuggets of wisdom you want to leave me with? Some food for thought, maybe.
he smiles. He says, "I'm afraid not. I was not. The stories are an exaggeration, I'm sure. I was never anything more than a normal person. I think it is foolish for anyone to think they are."
I see.
I do not know what the situation these days is. I gather only whispers that might drift to me. But if there really is such conflict, as you say, be very careful of what people may do in their desperation.
Okay. I'll be careful. I'll tell Belarus that I met you. Hope you meet who you're waiting for. Hope it was me.
He kind of looks at you and says, "I hope so too."
I should be going if I want to get to the bottom of this mountain.
Yes, it's a bit of a trek. I'm sure you'll manage though. Good luck on your
Few days.
endeavors. It is
Thank you.
a noble thing you're doing, but it is difficult.
Indeed. I hope to one day bring the Valarian Order back to what it was when you were there. I'll try and keep you updated in some way. Hopefully speak with you again.
I would like that. You
I'll
seem
be seeing
an
you.
interesting chap.
Thank you. Right. I'm gonna head off.
Alright. So yeah, so you kind of sets back down on the altar, and then you kind of move to the doorway. Do you just head out?
Just wave like, right, and then.
When you turn back around, he's not there anymore.
Oh. Okay. Can I pray to Belarius before I go?
Yeah, sure. Give us a religion check with your charisma.
Out of curiosity, can people see what I've drawn on the map?
Yes.
Almost certainly. What have you drawn?
don't know how to erase.
I don't think there is an erase. Where have you drawn it?
Oh shit.
You have to
Well,
go into the mouse tool, select the whole thing, and then delete.
Oh,
I've
there
had
is a
the
drawing
weird
tool.
shadows for the whole night.
Oh, you have drawn. Yeah, I can just press a button.
Yeah, thank you.
I got a 15, Jake.
15. Yes, you do it, Prey. You don't hear directly from Belarius, but you get a sort of kind of sensation that he's there.
Can I ask him like what this encounter meant?
I knew this was gonna happen. Can I turn your drawings? Can I stop you being able to draw stuff? This is what happened the last time I ran anything in Roll20. I'm gonna whisper you on Roll20 soon.
who else was just waiting for him to give the secret information on how to kill this fucker? I was just
Yeah.
waiting. He didn't say
Yeah.
anything.
I wanted to know what his name.
So back in the temple, what are you guys up to?
Fixing a ward.
Fixing word. Yeah, you just
Drawing on a map.
You'll have a super secret map.
Cool. Okay, so yeah, word is just you just kind of screw his head back on. It was detached pretty straightforward. He kind of gets back up. His body's still a bit kind of broken from the fall, so he's kind of a bit sort of. He moves erratically.
I'll give him a fix up.
Yeah, it's kind of some of his servos and joints don't they're a bit grindy. You give him a tweak and he's kind of back to kind of vague, kind of normal workings. Thanks, Meal.
Yeah, you right, buddy?
Yeah, okay, yeah. What's the plan? What do we? What did he look like? I didn't get a look.
Zorgar's in a. Oh, he was just really big, just a man, but
How
even
big?
taller than you.
Whoa,
Uh,
bet he wasn't.
like
Bet he wasn't.
100 foot.
Bet he wasn't.
Have you seen this? Look at the size of the ash pile, mate. Look, it's big.
Yeah, that's how much trash I'd have if I was disintegrated.
Do you want me to prove it?
Is it fuck?
But,
All right, thanks. Okay, I'm just gonna
yeah, it's
kind of shambles off.
okay. Bye.
He kind of leans down to Mira as he goes. He kind of. She's a bit scary. She always.
What, Lydia?
Yeah, she's a bit threatening. I don't really like the way she speaks to me sometimes. She always.
I've been riding on his back for days.
You
always
did,
right.
you did make her a scarf. You did make her a scarf.
I did make her a scarf, yeah. And then she's just been using me as a horse.
Okay, you got a point.
Does she do that to you as well?
Use me as a horse. No.
He kind of stands back up and continues. Yeah, so what's your guys' plan?
Spa break.
Either way, look at the spells. There'd have to be a plant there for me to be able to I can make it grow better, or I can make it produce more crops, but I can't magic it from nowhere, unfortunately.
That's a shame.
I'm gonna phone Zorgar. Bring, Zorgar.
Hello.
Are you
This
still
is
in a different
Zorgar.
dimension?
No.
Is this your answering machine?
I'm on a mountain.
Oh, you on this mountain?
Not that mountain. Different mountain.
Jesus Christ, which mountain are you on?
A mountain outside of Meriden.
Oh, okay.
Mount begins the nest. I don't remember the name of it. Yeah, I'm walking down.
All right,
Should be
okay.
in Meriden in 3-4 days, maybe.
All right, okay, George, should we just meet you in Meriden then?
Yeah, sounds like a good plan.
Okay, glad you're not stuck in another dimension, pal.
Yeah, good to be back.
All right, okay.
Are you guys gonna talk about your weird leg?
It's kind of the elephant in the room.
Do you guys even need setting stones? Can you just talk to each other, or?
I mean, I'll give it a
Okay,
try. Zorgar, you are a giant dingus.
That was really mean.
What happens if one person stubs their toe?
It's sore for both.
If
stub
I
your toe.
poke myself in the eye a little bit, can you feel that?
I can feel uncomfortable. That's kind of it.
Well, I don't know. Well, the thing is, I was behind a pillar for a lot of that fight, so I never actually saw Zorgar get hurt. So as far as Mira's aware, she just has dodgy kidneys. So.
That's a good point. I don't know. How aware are Zorgar and Mira of their link?
You probably have a kind of a hunch. Like when Zorgar got sent to the plane of air, it felt from Mira a bit like some part of her soul just kind of upped and left, and like some kind of deep-seated part of her soul, like her entire personality just kind of upped and vanished.
That must be a weird feeling.
Yeah, you just sort of
Doesn't
didn't
feel
feel
great.
whole. But then when you came back, it sort of reappeared again.
Should probably see a doctor about that.
I was gonna say we should get that checked out.
Why did you steal
Yes,
my
sir.
soul?
I'm sorry, dude. I didn't mean to.
Alright, well, see you in a few days. Bye.
See ya, bye.
Zorgar is fine. He's on a mountain, but not this mountain. But he'll be in Meriden soon.
How do they get to another mountain?
I didn't ask.
Yeah.
Dimension bullshit, I assume.
Venture stuff is always fucky.
Mm.
What do you guys want to do? Do you want to?
I want a holiday, mate.
I was
On a
gonna
holiday?
say seaside. Let's go
On a holiday?
seaside.
I've got frostbite. Just oof.
Do you guys want to get down to Stormguard? And yeah,
Let's go.
This mountain has been rough.
yeah.
Mm.
Well, so how are we getting down there? Are we we
Jump.
fly down there? Can we? No, jumping's not a good plan.
Good jump.
Is that like a
Rurak, I'm
steep
thinking
enough-
what we did, because you're going to rebuild the temple and rebuild, like if you get them to put a space for a tree, I can sort that out later on when it's closer to the time. I'll just make sure there'll be a plant halfway up the mountain or something like that I can get to, and we can do it that way.
Yeah, that sounds good.
So we'll give it a wee blessing and cons. We make it a wee celebration, get
Yeah.
your temple back going, and we'll grow a big tree.
That sounds really good. What would be? Would we benefit from a long rest right now? Would that help anyone for getting
Yes,
down the
very
mountain or
much so.
something? Yeah. Do we want to take a long rest here and then go tomorrow?
It's
I mean,
weird.
I don't think we should just leave Matur.
No, I don't
Mm.
think we should take either. I kind of want to resolve my thing with Rituk as well before we head off.
You can hear big, heavy snoring from the library.
I don't think we can. I'm not
Yeah,
sure
I
we'll
don't
be able
think
to
we should
fall
just
asleep in the
leave
room.
while he's sleeping so he wakes up.
Bye. Thanks were fake as well.
What time is it just now, Jake?
It's kind of at this point it's getting to kind of dinner time. Sort of early evening.
Sure. I mean, if we just want to, have dinner and then sleep here, head off tomorrow, we can take wings like Gales and hopefully make the journey a bit faster if
Oh, we could make him really giant again.
Oh, sure. He could be a fan of that. He'd probably like that.
He'd probably land on a dwarf house though, so.
Yes, and you need to make sure he lands not in the city. Or maybe that'd be a good entrance. Who knows?
Told you fuckers, and here's my giant crow.
Hell yeah, that sounds like a good entrance. Let's do that tomorrow.
Okay.
Cool. Can I try to work on clearing rubble, Jake?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Just start
just a
tidying the
little
place
bit.
up.
Yeah, just tidy the place up until basically time to sleep.
Sure. Yeah. How were the rest of you? How did the rest of you guys spend your evening?
Thinking about the consequences of a wish spell, I suppose.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll assist Rurik in some rubble moving.
Sure.
Thanks, Darren.
I'd fix up Ward a bit as well.
Okay. So you're kind of tuning ward, thinking about wishes. Darren and Rurik are clearing shit. Melbourne, what are you doing?
Not much, you know.
Just hanging out.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Cool, okay. So, unless anyone has any business they wish to conduct, you spend the evening.
I'd probably ask Ward what you'd wish for.
What I wish for?
Yeah, just hypothetically, just theoretically.
I don't know. I lost a lot of friends in the war. I maybe wish for some of them.
Aww.
Or do you need? Okay, I'm just. Okay. I spent quite a long time thinking about it. I probably wish to not have any programming.
He's wishing to be a real boy.
Just do what I wanted.
Can you not do what you want?
Okay, I mean mostly, except it's more like I can execute whichever sort of I don't know what you'd call it, kind of order. I execute whatever order I wanted. There's a lot of them, so it's pretty much like I can do whatever I want. But like I can't.
Don't want that one.
You know, if I want to slice a tomato, I have to slice it the same way. I don't get to
Okay.
decide to mix it up and slice it upside down this time. I have to slice it the one way. You know, just things like that.
That sounds pretty inconvenient.
It's the sort of thing that doesn't feel like it's that inconvenient, but when you have to do it, it's sort of actually a bit mind-numbing.
What are you doing with tomatoes?
I don't know, it's just in there. There's a load.
Alright.
If you got a tomato, I'll show you.
I don't have a tomato just now.
Well, I guess you just have to wonder, wouldn't you?
I
Looks
get
great.
that's a really efficient tomato method, though.
Oh yeah, it's like, I think that's probably why they put it in that way, is because it's the best way to do it. But sometimes I don't want the best way, or sometimes I want to do it my way. I don't have a way.
But your way is the best way.
No, that's the artificer's way. It's not my way. What would you guys wish for? Why are you chatting about wishes anyways?
I don't know.
Close to death experience, so, you know.
Well, that's that talk, I guess.
Well, there's lots of things anyone could wish for, really.
World peace.
The safest bet is we just all wish for a lot of gold. Right?
But what if that gold comes from the orphanage or something?
know.
Or if we specify where the gold comes from.
Like, we have to think, is the ring a massive dick? That's the thing. Because, like, it could be a nice wish ring, go, oh, I know what you mean. Or it might be an absolute arsehole and go, ha death
You
on all
know,
of you bitches.
You know, Valasar? How much
Uh-huh.
gold do you think he has?
Oh, that's not
Ooh.
his gold. That's the nation's gold.
No, but how much gold do you
Also,
think he has
I
personally?
bet
Oh,
a lot of
a
it's
lot.
not liquid. It's probably your property.
We could wish for a
something.
very
Yeah.
nice sandwich.
Damn landlords.
What? What about the syndicate, though? How much money do you reckon they have? If we just bankrupt a
Malcolm.
criminal organisation...
What if we just owned them?
Oh.
Oh, that's even better.
I don't want to own part of a criminal organization. That's not how I roll.
Not part
I
of it. All of
absolutely
it.
do. Give me the
I
man.
know you're a pirate though,
Real
so it's
easy.
different.
Oh, we've been over this.
Don't use the P
Smuggler.
word.
Closet pirate, okay.
Smuggler's kind of a pirate.
I don't want to own a
How
criminal
dare you.
organization, but I will take all their money.
Yeah, if we
That's pretty
specify
criminal of you.
we steal all
Yeah.
of the syndicate's
That's
wealth.
true.
Yeah, but we don't know the kind of stuff the syndicate has their hands in. Like, what happens if they get bankrupt? What else does that bankrupt, you know?
Yeah, I feel like they're kind of like the mafia, and they're actually kind of a business organization that a lot of people are employed in.
Why don't we just ask for like an unbreakable
You're worried about the unemployment.
unbreakable alliance with Meriden?
I feel like people would fight regardless.
Meriden's kind of the neutral party though. Meriden's the folks that everyone's like
The
at least
crazy
neutral
man.
with, right?
Yeah.
What if we wished for everyone in the party getting a very cool item specific to them?
Yeah.
Like an airship.
That'd be cool.
Oh, yeah, that could
No.
Loot.
Loot.
I mean that works.
That's pretty cool.
But
my
do we have to specify each one? We only get one wish.
Yeah, I think we should, regardless of what we wish for, we should then write a really, really wordy, non-loopholey bullshit thing.
Ward is probably cluing in somewhat.
Yeah, he just sort of sitting there, kind of. He does this thing where he kind of like he looks like he's in his power down mode, but then every now and then you kind of hear him go. You see him at the corner of your eye going like kind of just like cough in the air.
Why you're not feeling anyone?
I know that's not your sleep thing. Come on.
Why don't we all just wish for a legendary artifact? For each party member to receive a new legendary artifact.
But
the
what
thing
if
is,
it's-
like,
But what if it's the, like we just get 7 hands again?
yeah.
I don't
that's
want
kinda-
that many hands.
No,
again.
no. I don't want a bunch of targets on our backs.
What about something that's like we get an item that will greatly help us towards something?
Well, if it
Like,
detriments
Help us
the
towards our
trophy,
personal goal, something like that.
Could we wish for another wish that has no loopholes?
Can we wish all for a 1-up? Can we all wish for a free life?
Oh,
As
I
in,
thought you meant like a
if we-
free level up.
Yeah, that's what I thought you meant.
Oh, a free level up? Oh, Jesus. I mean, sure.
We're all level
Kind of
20.
accelerates the campaign, though. In a metagame sort of sense, I don't want the campaign to end any sooner.
Yeah, same.
But,
So,
In a non-metagamey sense, Muir is concerned that we're almost certainly being scried on at every moment of every time of every day. So we
I
should
mean-
probably do this very soon before we get it pinched off.
ability score improvement?
Yeah?
Not a level, just asking to be stronger. No?
it's kind of boring.
Yeah.
It's boring, and some people just don't really need it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
it's kind
didn't.
of
I don't
only
have any
useful for
stats
half
I
of
want to put
us.
up.
Also,
Why
how
don't
do
we
you
all-
wish for that in game?
Why don't we all just ask for a secret or something? So, ask for knowledge on something.
It could be really
Knowledge.
mundane.
Yeah.
Knowledge is
Ugh.
power.
Well, I mean,
Butter is
it
better
wouldn't
than
hurt
margarine.
anyone. We wouldn't get hunted
Ooh.
for it. It does kind of make sense if
I
it's
don't-
something
Crazy.
incredibly useful.
Unless it's some super duper cool thing that the mind flayers want to eat our brains because it's that important.
Yeah,
or
but how would
something.
they know we even knew it?
That's a good point.
Because it's some bullshit thing to do with the wish.
This is the thing. How much of an arsehole is the ring?
I don't think that would happen, because at what point when you're wishing for knowledge would that entail the person like who wants to know that knowledge to find you would also just suddenly know you have the knowledge? Like, that doesn't make sense.
Because knowledge comes in different formats, including books and such, so it could just disappear from someone's library or hand to us with knowledge, for example.
Yeah, but then you just read the book and you toss the book.
I mean, what's the good old wish the tyrant never existed?
Yeah, that would change history as we know it.
Bye,
Or just
guys.
That would
Yeah.
fuck the
Yeah,
campaign.
it might be replaced by something worse.
Yeah, true.
The super
Hopefully.
tyrant would.
Yeah, super tired.
What if we wished for all the nations to be united, like Mar and Scale and Alethor and everything?
Well,
World
like,
peace.
how is it gonna happen though? Like, I don't know.
You gotta think about what is uniting them. Why, like,
Like,
what
it could just be
thing-
united for a day and then suddenly they're at war again.
You know what? The more I think about it, the more I like Malbrin's idea of just getting loads and loads of decks of many things.
No, because I'm not
It'd be
gonna kill from
interesting.
any of that, because I don't want to fucking die.
The thing is, I
Well,
think
Or have
we
a
could
devil
find,
come
Well,
after
lucky.
me.
I think we could find a problem with any wish. So it's there's a loophole in every single wish, no matter what.
Yeah,
So-
exactly.
So maybe decks of many things would be good because there are already loopholes.
I feel like the universe would be kind because we're probably screwing ourselves over. What would you wish for in real life?
Wish for the druids back.
In real life?
No, but hang on. Wish for the druids back.
I'd wish for the Druids back in real life.
The druids are like, you know, on their last legs. It wouldn't hurt to have a fresh injection of druids, right?
Yeah.
Fresh injection.
Whatever, you know.
Time for your daily dose of druids.
Vitamin D.
Well, I think that just kind of, well, I mean, if we wished for like the whole knowledge thing, if we all end up knowing like a big fucking secret about how to get something back, like that pertains to our characters, then I think that would benefit everyone.
Yeah.
Without having to be like, oh, we've just bankrupted an orphanage because we took all their money.
I mean, the other thing is that I think I said last week, but it's just something to bear in mind. If we can't come up with an idea, it's not the worst thing in the world to have a wish on standby in case somebody gets totally fucked in a fight or something, you know?
We're
Yeah.
getting it stolen off us within a week if we
Yeah.
don't use
That's
it.
true.
Because, like, Mr. Captain Forearms managed to find us on a boat in the middle of the ocean, so.
Yeah, and plus Wish is just a really, really powerful
Mr.
spell.
Captain Forearms. That's a good name.
Then maybe go for the item, I don't know how you'd word it, but like a sort of magic item for everybody, sort of a way.
Yeah, I'm
That
on
would
team
be
magic
ideal,
item for
but hard
everyone,
to
or
burn.
knowledge for everyone.
What could be cool is if we controlled Mistport. It's in the Freelands. It's a really strategic position.
It's a
But we have to
criminal
look after it.
town.
Yeah.
Like, I like, we already have so many fucking strongholds that we're barely at half the time. They have to look after themselves most of the time. That's just another thing. That we just have to be like, oh, sorry, we can't come and do this right now and look after the place because we've got questing to do.
Can we ask for free passage into any city?
That's something I
Erupt.
said last week was
We could ask
political
for-
neutrality. Like, just being politically neutral to everyone.
Wish
We could do
that
as we
big
want.
red dragon away from that island and we'll take the island.
That's not actually a terrible idea. You'll have shit tons of loot on it.
Yep.
To control the Red Peak?
Yeah.
We
It's
could
a
be the Red
pretty
Peak
badass
gang.
base name.
We don't even know what's on the Red Peak.
We don't know if there's like people.
We've never
there.
been
No.
there.
There could be a whole civilization there. We have no idea.
Hey, Zorgar could ask his pal to see if he can send him to that mountain.
I feel like political neutrality is good.
It's
I am.
it's like in game it's probably the most sensible thing to do, but out of game it's not the most fun.
Yeah.
I could see
And
that one
items?
being open
Items?
to
I'm
kind of
going for
loopholiness, though.
I'm personally on the item train or all of the money the syndicate has.
I'm not averse to the money thing either.
So what
My
do we
worry with the
specify
money
item?
thing is that could be interpreted as like, you know, like they have like massive amounts of debt and do you know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah, that's true.
it
I'm
depends
more
how you
team
word it.
item,
yeah.
just because I would rather get something that's tailored for my character than a bunch of gold.
That's true.
Like, out of character, like, I think that's way more interesting than just getting a fuck ton of gold, because it's like, you can only buy what you can find, right? And I think most artifacts are usually lost somewhere in dungeons, and so I feel like that would probably be the better idea.
Okay,
So
then how
what
do
do
we
we ask
word
for?
the item?
That probably requires quite a bit of thought, just in case we get all the arms in the universe again.
So one person has to make the wish, right? Do they have to put on the ring and wish?
Yeah, and then they're like sick for a few weeks.
Right.
Yeah, it's like it takes a big toll on your body.
We could ask for a rock to drop on all the Red Order people. That's pretty straightforward. Rock, splat, dead.
Meteorite,
Problem solved.
explosion.
But I mean, it might just be a pebble.
Why
Death via being a rock dropped on them.
Can
Do we know
all
anything like
research
is
items?
there a sort of moral thing with the wishes? Like if we wished somebody ill, would that come back to bite us?
Yeah,
in
I
the
didn't
ass?
think you could wish someone to die. Like, I didn't think that was a thing. But...
I did say on the. I'll double check real quick, but I didn't remember it saying that.
You should read the spell listing, everyone, because there's various things it can do that are exempt from any monkey paw consequences.
Aye, but they're not
Yeah.
fun.
Ooh.
Can we do the we wish for each party member to receive the item they are thinking of right now?
Right.
And
Yes.
everyone just
I'm gonna read
just,
the
you know-
rules, right? Okay. So these are the effects that will just work. So you can create one object up to 25,000 gold pieces of value that isn't a magic item, and the object can be no more than 300 feet in any dimension. It appears in an unoccupied space you can see on the ground. That's the first one. And then the next one is you allow up to 20 creatures that you can see to regain all hit points and end effects that describe them in the Greater Restoration spell. We don't need that. Grant up to 10 creatures you can see resistance to a damage type you choose. You grant up to 10 creatures you can see immunity to a single spell or other magical effect for 8 hours. For instance, you can make yourself and all your companions immune to a Lich's life drain attack. You undo a single event by forcing a reroll of any roll made within the last round, so that doesn't really affect right now. And that's like the main ones.
Yeah, it says you can kill people, but it's like it might just put them forward in time or whatever.
Yeah, the greater the wish, the greater it can go wrong, basically.
could just wish for an airship.
We can buy an airship though.
We can buy an airship.
So if you wish for money, you can buy the airship and still have money.
Well, how much money are we planning on getting from that dragon fight?
35,000 is the rough estimated amount.
Alright, so the item that is worth 25,000 gold pieces isn't really that big a deal for us.
And it might be longer than 300 feet.
Magical item sounds good if we wish for a magical item.
Yeah, I'm
Like
down with
everyone
that.
gets one.
Probably have to do some clever word bullshit. so we
Wishing
don't
for a
get-
legendary magic item or artifact might instantly transport you to the presence of the item's current owner.
Ooh!
Oh,
so
that'd
like
be fun.
clever word bullshit. So like an item drops right in front of us. But it has. Yeah, we're gonna have
But
to
it
like
could
we're
be
gonna do that.
it's holding that item at the same time.
Oh, God.
Wishing that a villain were dead might
could be
propel
fun.
you forward in time to a period where the villain is no longer alive, effectively removing you from the game. Not moving them in time, moving you in time, so that you're just gone. And that wouldn't be all of us, that would be the person that's casting the spell.
Money
That's
or
not me.
knowledge?
I think us all knowing a secret that's valuable to us would be good then.
What if
But
it's
I
a
don't know.
really big secret that blows our minds out
Whoa.
or something?
Our brains explode.
Yeah.
What if it's a
I don't
really
know.
small secret, like
Either of those sound good to me, to be honest.
or Secret Santas?
We'll revive you. It'll be fine.
Doesn't Revivify have limitations though of if body parts are missing, such as your brains?
Yeah, the important bit is gone.
Jake?
Yes.
What?
Revivify doesn't do. If you're missing anything, Revivify doesn't restore it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Same with Resurrection, actually. You could reincarnate someone and make new brains for them, but they'd be in someone else's body.
New brains.
Okay, just as a show of hands, I guess, who's interested in the magic items and who's interested in the magic knowledge? Sorry, for hands up for items.
I'm interested in it, but I don't want to do something that ends up propelling someone, like, it might just propel every member of the party to where their item is, effectively splitting us up and making insta-death worse, because it could be if
for
someone
sure.
just is instantly hostile.
So it has to be very smartly worded.
Yeah, either way, it's going to have to be superly smartly worded, which is going to be quite fun.
I love how much Jake is smiling right now because
I haven't had to chat for like half an
hour.
Who's up for magic knowledge?
I mean, it looks like
Okay,
item
so-
is the where we're going.
Okay, so she's going to have to start writing down a paragraph of legally binding bullshit. So.
In the meantime, we should probably get to sleep, go to Stormguard, sort shit out.
Yep.
Can I alarm spell the... Do we have a bag of... Yeah, we have a bag of holding spare, don't we?
Yeah, that's spare?
Sure, what's
So
fair.
who has a bag of holding? I keep losing track.
I have the party one.
Okay. Where should we keep this? Because this is, you know, this could kill the entire universe if someone
On
wishes
your
for something
finger.
wrong.
They'll have to cut it off.
Oh, no, more body parts lost.
Does Ward have to obey you?
It's
Excuse
probably
me,
that's,
I'm a
that's
free.
a bit rude.
So you just
He kinda,
straight up stop pretending
he
to be a
stands up and he's just like, I am a free Aetherforged. I obey no man or woman or anyone else.
Mira, can you tell him to sit down?
Rurik, this is incredibly rude.
Shit,
Hey,
dude.
man. I'm trying to figure out a safe place for this ring.
Rurik, you sit
I'll
down.
hold on to it for you if you want.
Don't give it to Ward.
Big hands. Just wouldn't even see
Put
it.
in,
Just zoomp.
put in the bag of holding.
Which one?
Can you put it in
Party
the...
one.
I would suggest putting it in the pocket. No, that's a terrible
I
idea.
don't know if I trust all you guys.
Oh, God damn it.
This is why I think
Really?
Right, I'll keep a hold of it.
Yeah,
oh,
Mira
there's a
can
hole.
keep it.
I feel
Can
that
I-
wasn't I don't trust you guys, that's I don't trust Naren, who has the party bag.
No. Well, I mean, it was either the bag of holding or the pockets, both of which I don't really feel comfortable with.
The pockets are a terrible
Right.
idea the more I think about it.
Yeah.
Just wait. Okay, I'd like to just... Can I put it in a hole in my arm?
Yeah.
Because the middle of it's hollow.
Mhm.
Cool, right. Where everyone else can't see. Just...
Yeah, it rattles around a bit, but
Right, and I would like to alarm my arm.
okay. Arm alarmed. You arm the arm alarm.
Right, cool, I'm good.
Another thing it can do really easily is duplicate any spell that's 8th level or lower. So I'm going to have a look at what 8th level spells there are and see if there's any really good ones.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Naren's probably gotta try and find a cozy book to rest his head on.
Alright, yeah.
I'm taking any book that he tries to rest his head on and putting it away.
What the hell?
You can sleep in my backpack if you want. Don't sleep on the books.
Fine.
Thank you.
You can put Tiny Hop in the Grand Hall.
You know what spells 8th level? Clone.
What?
Whoa.
Oh!
Create another you.
Fuck!
It would duplicate,
no!
there'd be another
Think about
you.
the great
3
bamboozle.
letters.
I have enough existential crisis is enough.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
then
need
you
another
pass it
one.
on to her.
And then that one would end up being evil, and then the next one be good, and the next one be evil, and the next one be good.
Are you?
Can we put Tiny Hop and go to sleep?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. Okay. So you
To bed.
yeah, that it traces out the sigil sequence, and it kind of this hemisphere springs into existence, and you all kind of bed down for the evening. You can hear the pitter patter of rain on the tiny hut through the open ceiling. Occasional crack of thunder. You wake up the next morning. The storm is still there. It's a little kind of less violent. It's a little kind of, it's more just sort of bad weather than a full-on storm.
But it seems to be like calming down in general.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Cool.
I go see Matuk.
Sure, he's just kind of, he's still asleep.
Do we want to grab breakfast? Give him some time to wake up, or should I just
Yeah,
wake him
sure.
up? All right, cool. I'll close the door. Let's grab some breakfast, and I'll open it back up again and just go see Matuk, I guess. Matuk, Matuk, and then give him a little shaky, little. Come on.
He slaps you.
I take a-
Oh,
I
I'm
take a
sorry, my
close
friend. I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's all right. Oh, you sleep well?
Yes, I slept. I slept. How did you sleep? Did you sleep?
Yeah, I slept. Yeah.
No,
We
I'm
had a
good.
nice
Sensible.
hut.
Everyone needs to sleep.
Yeah. Yes, it's good to regain the strength.
Yes.
How are you feeling about things?
I feel a little better, yes.
Yeah.
Is it, what time
You
is
wanna
it?
take a walk? It's morning.
I thought I was only going to lay down for a nap. He kind of, he seems a lot more energetic and kind of back to his usual sort of self. He says, "I'm going to go and sit in the. Is it sunny? Is there?
It's clearing up a little bit. It's pretty stormy still, though.
I perhaps will go and sit outside for a bit."
Okay.
And he kinda,
I'll go join him.
Yeah, he takes off his shirt, strips down just his underwear, kind of just goes and sits in the snow.
I'll leave my clothes on.
Fair enough.
Don't we have a couple of people who can cast sunlight and orcs heal off of sunlight?
Do they? Do they heal?
There's something about them and sunlight I seem to
It's
remember.
like their
Yeah.
energy, like they get food from it, don't they? I mean, I can do it.
I think I can cast sunlight as well. I'm
I
not
have
sure where it
dawn
is.
that I can cast.
I thought sunlight was a cleric.
Whoops, I
spell.
didn't need to press it.
Yeah, he just
the
sits in the
light
snow,
sunlight.
cross-legged. You can see he's got all these mad, multicolored kind of tattoos all over his chest that you don't really see when he's wearing clothes.
That's cool.
They
Fuck
sort
it,
of
I'll
glow a
cast
very small
dawn
amount.
near him.
Mhm.
Yeah, that makes a big difference. He's like, kind of, you can see sort of immediately kind of stretches out and numbers up a bit. And he's just kind of looking up at the sky.
I know you only are just up from your rest, but how do you feel about my offer that I made yesterday?
He says, "But my friend, if you believe I am the I am the best. The best person you have for the job, I will be happy to accept. I find myself in need of a bit of purpose.
Well,
I will do my
I'm
best.
glad, 'cause I think this might be the place to find your way again. I don't know, but I don't want you to go through this alone, and I'll be back, and I want to be a friend for you to help you find your way again. And I hope this is something that can help with that.
Thank you, my friend. That would mean a great deal to me.
Okay. Means a great deal to me too. Thank you. I think the party and I are going to head down to Stormguard.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe you could hopefully I'm going to tell everyone there what happened, and I think I'm going to I want to see if the townsfolk want to help repair the temple.
I think I suspect so. Unless those old ways forbid them.
They can't. I don't care about their old ways. I'm going to tell them to open the gates, and they can. I don't know. I'm not sure what to do. Maybe you should come with me to Stormguard, and we can tell them together.
If you think that is a good idea.
Would you want to come with the party to Stormguard, and then you can overtake the temple when my party and I leave?
Yes, I should like to. He kind of concerned. He says, I should like to reach the peak on my own 2 feet this time.
All right. I'm sure I have no doubt that you can do it. Okay. I guess we're best go to the party then. Oh, and this for you as well. Lyda made this. It's a sending stone.
Is it what?
I
like it. It looks good. I like the pattern.
She's always good with that. It's so we can talk to each other wherever we are, and I'll communicate to you if I need to, and you can communicate to me if you need to get in touch with me as well.
Very well.
Okay.
He kind of just sort of stands there, kind of looking at it, inspecting it, and he doesn't really have any pockets at the minute, so he just kind of holds on to it.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Is he still not wearing anything?
Yeah.
He's got his underwear on. Man's gotta breathe. Gotta eat.
Man's got a flex.
Yeah. Cool. Do you guys want to head down this mountain then?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Cool. What's how are we doing it? Just have the birds fly us down?
Yeah.
Make the birds big.
Yep.
You're a big bird.
Is Gale's like wings, or wings like Gale's back?
Not currently.
He's not currently back.
Give him a call.
Yeah. Okay, I don't have a sending. I have the spell sending, I think.
Do you not just shout really loud and see what happens?
Yeah.
Sure. I'll go
Works
to.
last time.
Yodel.
If there's a good shouting spot, I'll
Yeah,
go
you can
there.
find a good shouting spot, yeah.
and yeah, I'll just go ahead and shout, "Wings like girls!"
You're waiting
A few
for
seconds.
yeah. About 30 seconds passes and he doesn't turn up.
Starting to consider casting the spell.
About a minute goes by, doesn't turn up.
Yeah, I think I'll cast a spell.
He's a bird brain. He's distracted by the shiny rocks.
Or Ward's head.
Or Ward's head.
I don't think I have sending.
Can you not use one of our sending stones?
He doesn't have a stone, though.
Oh, I thought I did.
Yeah. No, he was going to get stones.
Oh.
Yeah. Lyda, could you sending Gales?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
just find Rurik.
Wings like gales. Rurik, Dawnforge calls for you.
Caw.
And then, but 4 or 5 minutes later, there's a sort of a whoosh and a pitter patter in the snow, and there's this big freaking crow there with like stormy eyes and lightning crackling off its feathers with its wings. And it kind of
Does it always have lightning crackling?
yeah, pretty much yeah.
Oh, cool.
Pretty visually intimidating, wings like gales.
Mm-hmm.
And he kind of hops forward, and he kind of vomits
Oh.
these shiny stones into the snow.
All right.
Wings like gales has done well, yes? Hmm?
Good job, Wings.
The shiniest
And,
stones I could find.
What are they? Are they just stones?
They're just stones, yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I'll clean them up of the excrement. I don't know. I'll clean them up. Nasty.
Sure, okay. So yeah, he supplies you with like 7 or 8 decent stones.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, they're covered in this sort of thick, sticky gloop,
Yeah.
whatever stomach acid he has going on.
I'll just wash them in the snow or something, whatever I can do
Yeah.
to them.
You
Yeah.
get a bit on your fingers, you can't really avoid it. It's like,
No.
and it's not the sort of thing you can really wipe off very well. It's just kind of dry in for a bit.
Okay. Wings, this is Muir, and he's gonna cast a spell. It's gonna make you really big. You're gonna carry us down the mountain. You'll be even bigger. You'll be even grander. It'll be great.
Don't you want to be a huge crow? Scare all your
I am a
friends?
huge crow.
Even
You'll be
huger
bigger,
crow.
though.
What's the biggest crow you've ever seen? Because I bet it won't be as big.
If Altius intended us to be larger, he would have made us so.
I didn't
Well.
think Altius intended you to huck up rocks either, but here we are.
Good point. So you're gonna enlarge him. Alright, what's it look like when you enlarge him?
Probably like a little stylish ankle bracelet or something like that. Just clunks on.
Sure, okay. So Muir latches this thing onto Wings Like Gales' legs, and then, or leg, like a sort of kind of tracking anklet almost. And then the lightning that flares off his wings and stuff kind of crackles and kind of zaps it, and these kind of crystals inlaid on it sort of light up, and then he kind of vroomf, and kind of springs to be like 2 times the size. And he gives a sort of surprised caw, and it kind of hops about a bit, and he kind of scratches at the thing on his leg.
Don't pick at it, don't pick at it.
Yeah.
See, big crow now.
This is unnatural.
Did you think it was gonna be natural?
Kind of sits there for a couple seconds and doesn't reply.
Alright, daylight's burning, everybody on the bird.
Yep, let's go. Don't worry, Wings, it's only temporary. It's just so you can carry us all down.
Hey, you guys, so you're all just climbing on Wings?
Yeah.
I'll
Sure.
fly down. I'm sure I could carry a couple as well.
Sure.
Should probably take Ward. 'Cause he's the
Yeah.
heaviest.
Sure. Okay. So Raffin's. What are you turning into, Raffin?
I'll turn to a big old eagle.
Sure. Okay. So Raffin eagles up. Everyone who's not Raffin gets on Wings' back, and you guys kind of swoop down down the side of the mountain towards Zorgar. And he goes fair fast. Like he kind of so you sort of you fly up and away from the mountain for a bit, and then he freaking dive bombs you down, like full on tucks the wings like all the way in, and you hurtle down your face and go as you're kind of buffeted by the winds, and then you all swoop down and land. Where are you directing him to land?
The town square.
Sure. Okay. So
Make
so
make sure no one gets hurt.
So there's a sort of there's a cutscene. There's a couple of folk hanging out in the market, two dwarves, and they're like, so what's the deal with that? Do you think they pretty mad, eh? My took must have done it, and then they look up and there's just this thing like, what's that? What? And then there's just this kind of whoosh overhead. There's this massive crow and this giant eagle following it, kind of hurtle past and alight in the center of the town square. A stall is crushed. No one is hurt.
No.
Oh, not a stall, no.
Oh wow.
And you guys
What
are
you've done.
like, when he's enlarged, he must be like he's a good like 15 feet tall. The wingspan must be about the 20, 25 feet. Massive crow. And you light in this
Hot damn.
center of Stormguard, and a crowd begins to form pretty rapidly.
Mira throws up in a corner.
Alright. What's your guys' plan?
So what was the queen called? Was it Brimhilda?
Brunhilde,
so.
yeah.
Yeah. Can I look around for her? She's usually amongst the town folks, so
Yeah, is she here
I
yet?
assume she
Let's see.
is.
She's not here, but she appears like a minute or so afterwards. So before she arrives, everyone's just kind of the crowd. They like no one really speaks to you. They're just kind of gathered at a fair distance, and they're kind of whispering to one another. Like, isn't that?
Can I go into preach mode and basically beside Matuk and basically tell everyone that the party defeated the Altius impersonator and have lifted the storm that was covering the mountain.
Okay, give us a performance check.
Okay. Performance. Oh dear. Okay.
Use your wisdom.
Do I have anything? Use my wisdom. Should I just make a D20 roll then?
Sure.
You can have +6.
Oh, cool. Thank you. Hey, a 19. Hell yeah. With plus wisdom is 24. Plus 6 is 30. Thanks.
Ooh.
All right. So
Nice.
kind of you guys. So you guys are light in this central square. You're sort of throws up over the side.
Fireworks.
And then kind of produces something from her bag that kind of explodes in this sort of big display of thunderous sparks and Raka lights off of wings like gales and starts kind of proclaiming your deeds. And the crowd is sort of kind of like, I thought my took did it, but I don't know about that. I mean, don't be daft. Did you see what happened? He was fucking dead.
I'll bring out the Spear of Storms to show everybody as
What the
well.
fuck is that?
Wasn't that
What the
huge?
fuck is that? That's just that big.
It's a big orb.
Oh, the orb. Okay,
Yeah.
so the spear.
No. Sphere. Yeah.
There's sort of just kind of excited murmurings, and then there's the crowd sort of parts as the as Brunhilde sort of appears, and she kind of stomps into the center of the square. Like, what's the meaning of all this, then, eh?
Hello, Brunhilde. We've defeated the Pretender at the top of the mountain, and Altius is now back in control of the temple. The storm is gone. This sphere was creating it, and I would like to request that you open the gates to the people. The temple is in disrepair and is in need of the people of Stormguard to bring it back to how it was.
And you'll be overseeing these repairs, will you?
Myself, but also mostly Matuk. He's going to be the caretaker of the temple. If it so pleases him. And I guess I'll just leave it to Matuk to say if that's
Matuk
if he
sort
wants
of
to do that.
Matuk is kind of just sort of taking the lead, but he kind of does a bit of a nod. Doesn't really say anything.
Okay.
And she sort of stands there looking at you. And she looks as if she's about to say something, and then she just turns on her heel and stomps away.
I'm gonna follow her, I guess.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll be like, Grimhilde, this needs to be resolved.
She just keeps walking.
The gates need to open.
She turns around and she's, how did you even get up there?
We have ways. We found our way to the temple. An alternative route.
Pretended to be some drunk dwarves.
Do you have any idea the sort of types I'm going to have poking around my city now?
Are you not glad that the storm is gone? Are you not glad that Altius is finally in his place again on the top of the mountain? Instead of the Pretender that has blocked any of our people from going up there, any of your people from going up there for years. That was not the way it was supposed to be. That temple was constructed by the Hill Dwarves, constructed by our ancestors. It is everyone's right of this city to be able to go, to be able to worship the Lord of the Skies. Open the gates.
Why should I trust you?
Come. Because Matuk and I were chosen by Altius. We are his hands. And we are the ones that, with my party as well, we cleared the blight that was over this city and over this mountain. And we're giving you wide open access to the temple. We're opening the doors. We're opening the gates to you. The people are free to go and worship their god. Free to take back their birthright and visit the temple.
She just turns and walks away again.
Okay.
Preach to the people.
Yeah, I'm probably going to. I'm going to say to Brunhilde, I'm going to tell the people that it's my wish the gates are opened. I'm
She
going
just
to tell
walking.
them all that. Okay, that's fine. She can walk. I'm going to go over to the crowd or whatever, and I just basically say the Temple of Altius is in disrepair and in need of all your help.
Oh, aye, okay, well,
And
it's kind of
that it's-
general positive murmuring.
and it's open to all the people of Stormguard. And that Matuk is the overseer.
Oh, I like my turkey. He's good, isn't he? You know, big green one. Yeah, he's not too bad. The other one as well. He's not that bad either. He's not been going and stuff. And the crow is a head crow. Is that my crow? I don't know. We could maybe go and what have you got going on? Certainly, I've got nothing going on. Go up there maybe. See what's up. Help out. No, okay. The sort of general kind of positive. People are kind of. It's difficult to actually make any specific things people are saying, but it's all kind of generally. People seem kind of to be approving of this idea.
Okay. Cool.
Hork comes down, kind of after a couple minutes. He's sort of leaning on his cane. He's moving as fast as he can, and he gets to the square and he kind of points his stick at you. He says, "You! What are you doing back here? What's going on? What's all this?"
Well, you missed the big chunk of it, but basically the temple's clear now. The Altius is in control again.
Good job, Matuk. Nicely done.
I'll look at Matuk.
Matuk sort of looks at you,
Like,
and he kind of
yeah.
points.
Okay.
How did you get up there? What's going on?
We found our way. And
How?
we're adventurers. It's what we do.
Adventurers. That goes. You weren't supposed to be going up there. That's
Why
against
not?
the old ways. It's against the rules.
Fuck the old ways. Fuck the rules.
Okay, you listen to me, boy. Don't want to have to. He holds his cane. I don't have to use this.
Hork, I was listening to you. I listened, and I went through with a trial, and it was something that threw me off my path. I was angry. I made a mistake. But thankfully with my friends to bring me back and see the sense, I was able to go up with them. We conquered that mountain together. We took down the Pretender, and now Altius sits on the throne again. The old ways kept the entirety of Stormguard under lightning and rain and wind for years and years and years. We ignored the old ways, and now it's fixed. And now the temple is back to the people. Back to you. You can visit the temple. You can take the trek. You can go. The storm is clear. You should help us. We should help each other.
He sort of looks at you. You still broke the rules, but
I did break the rules.
it's gonna be so difficult to have anyone take those rules seriously now. Do you know that?
Not my rules.
You know what else is in the old ways? Don't kill anyone.
Aye, that's,
It's
but
difficult.
There's a lot.
Are they perfect? No. Okay? They're not perfect. Alright? Not the old ways are perfect. No rules are. Alright? Some of them are important though. Don't kill anyone. Don't steal things. That's against the Altius way.
Yeah,
Alright?
that's good stuff. Right, that's good
It's
stuff.
difficult to
That's
get
good
people to
stuff.
take that seriously now. You've just gone up there and Fuck the old ways. That's the laws.
You know, there's regular laws that are supposed to stop people from murdering each other. You know.
Aye, we're gonna have to go in and state
as well.
regular laws like that now. Before I just pointed to the book and said, "Oh, old ways, don't do anything."
Are you?
You caused me a big headache. A big headache.
You're forgetting that storms and skies can't be defined, can't be controlled by rules. We're free. And as followers of Altius, we're all supposed to be free.
Got you there.
He kind of looks at everyone else and says, "He's good, I'll give him that. He's good."
I need you to speak to Brimhilda. I want you on our side here, Orc. Because I want those gates open, and I want the people to climb the mountain. I want everyone to do as their ancestors once did.
She being shy about it, is she?
Aye, she's been total shite about it. And I think you can help me out with that.
Alright. He goes away.
Okay, cool.
Kind of tapping on the cane.
I feel I'll just kind of go to Matuk and just be like, thank you for taking this on. It is worth more than I can say, and I will be back, and I will help with this. You're not alone, and you're a great friend, Matuk.
Thank you, my friend Diane. He kind of looks up at the mountain and he says,
I know you're used to going alone, but I want you to help lead these people and help them find their way. I know you're having trouble finding your own way, but I think with time it will come.
I think you're right. It will be good to have it back the way it should be.
It will.
Well, good luck, my friend. I hope to see you in good spirits when next we meet.
Yeah, I hope so too. I don't know what we're doing next. In fact, I need to talk to the party about what we're doing next, but yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Give him a big old hug.
He gives you a big hug back, gives a big squeeze.
Yeah.
And when he when you release the embrace, he says, "You know, I don't think there's anyone else I know that would have brought me back."
I think he would have done the same for me. That's okay. It wasn't just me. It was all of us. And it was Altius.
And it was Altius.
Aye. I feel like that's probably a good place for the party or for me to turn and lead Matuk to it.
Sure, okay.
Go to the party, yeah.
Alright. What's your plans?
I don't know. What do you guys think?
Go pick up Zorgar for one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pick up Zorgar.
Yes, please.
Mira, can I have a quick how many gold pieces do you think that cart was worth?
Oh, interesting. Is the shop owner there?
There's a sort of stunned looking dwarf kind of standing at the sort of opposite, like away from the crowds, but just sort of looking at you. He just kind of he just got his hands up. He's just,
as well. You're right there, sir.
Yeah.
Is that your crow?
Not my. That's that crow's its own
my
crow.
Could
That-
you
that's
have,
his-
could you
yeah.
have landed just 6 feet over? Oh,
Was that your cart, mate? Was that
Aye.
your cart?
I wouldn't know.
Aye.
It wasn't my car. It was my grandfather's car.
Oh no.
Oh.
What have
no.
you done?
Here.
Oh,
Here.
Killer.
Can I have 100 gold pieces?
Yeah.
Thank you.
What if we use the ring to get his cart back?
Oh.
Yes. I'll just be like, sir, I know nothing can replace your grandfather's cart, but I hope this helps. And I'll give him the 100 gold pieces.
thank you. You're a good man.
I'm sorry.
His
Just
cart was
emotional.
probably only worth like 10 to 20.
Yes, I know, but it was his granddad's.
His cart was probably only worth 10 to 20 silver.
You
Oh,
take that back, sir. You take that car was priceless.
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 I know nothing can replace that cart. But, hopefully that gold will help you on your way.
Just made him
Aye.
He's like freaking out on the inside.
Yeah,
he's like
he's
never seen this
freaking
much
out.
gold.
I'm
in his
so
life.
sad, but I'm so happy.
He just sort of turns around and kind of walks away. But it's sort of like, it looks like he's kind of walking slow, but almost like he was sort of jogging really slowly.
Storms and skies be with you.
Aye!
Oh,
Right.
you should have convinced him to open a new stall up at the temple.
No,
Yeah, you
it's
fucked
fine. I did fuck it. Not good at business opportunities.
Hi, I know I just destroyed your business, but how about a new one?
it.
Why is it whenever we do anything, someone's got to go to a different dimension?
It's
Crazy.
the rules.
Every time.
Right, let's go get him then.
Yeah, let's head off then, shall we?
Yeah.
How are we doing this? We have a boat? Is that what we're doing?
Oh yeah, of course. There's an army in the forest.
No, not anymore.
No.
No, remember we left, we got all the way back round to Meriden when
Oh, yeah, of
Rurak was like,
course.
oh, wait a minute, I do want to go up that mountain. So
Hey,
then we
man.
walked back, and then we climbed the mountain. The ship is in Meriden.
Okay,
Alright,
cool.
to Meriden then.
How are we doing this? Are we
Daisy
walking,
Highway.
flying? Daisy Highway, yeah.
Daisy
Walking
Highway.
to Meriden. Ugh.
You fool.
So level 6
We
of
don't
you.
walk. We don't have to walk anymore.
Kind of a bit flabby now, actually. I haven't had to
Losers.
walk anywhere in years.
Alright.
I need to learn that
Walking up
disc
that
spell so
mountain.
I can just stand on it and not have to walk ever. That's the plan.
Walked up that fucking mountain.
Shut up, Zorgar. You're not here. We're taking the Daisy Highway.
Alright, cool.
Okay.
Raffin, lead the way.
Oakley dokley.
So if you guys are hopping on the Daisy Highway back to Meriden, you're going to get to Meriden 2 days before Zorgar.
Great. Can hang
Alright.
out a bit.
Spa break.
Have some R&R.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys head into the forest. Open up a gate in one of the trees. Hop through, you arrive in Meriden Central Park. We change my ambiance. So you're back in the big city. There's the big spires and stuff in the distance. So what we'll do, I think, is in the interest of keeping things easy, we'll just fast forward 2 days until Zorgar arrives. If there's stuff you want to do in those 2 days, let me know. So you spend a couple days. Zorgar arrives back, sort of weary. He's a bit dirty. Oh, you still got your shiny armor, didn't you? So you're not dirty. Gleaming, in fact. Utterly devoid
Cleaner
of
than
dirt.
I've ever been.
Cleaner than the last time you saw. Turn that train down.
Trains
The-
are
the-
fairly
that
loud.
train-
The
is
ambience
so
is quite loud.
Whoops. Yeah. So Zorgar arrives sort of, it looks a bit tired after having walked nearly 100 miles. Trudged 100 miles. And you all are able to meet up again.
Zorgar, mate, how are you doing?
Bit tired, but not too bad overall.
Where
Where'd
were
you go?
you?
On that fucking mountain.
Which one was that? The mount? Was it
That
Fenris.
one.
Sinris? Ah, fuck, what are you doing up there?
Well,
How
I
did
was
you
in
even
the
get
air
there?
Dimension. I was in the fucking air dimension.
Right.
Met these folk. Then they were kind enough to transport me back. To be fair, I wasn't very specific. I said, take me back to the mountain. Different mountain.
No,
To
no.
the mountain. You could have ended up fucking anywhere.
That's fine, though.
What?
No
We're in a different
stress.
continent.
What if you were in the northern expanse on the mountain?
Any mountains up there?
There's nothing
It's
but
all
mountains up there.
mountains.
Look how many mountains are on that map.
It's fine.
Aye.
There's no need to
Works out.
stress. I'm here now.
You want to grab some food?
Fancy dinner.
Sure thing.
Let's
Big fish
splash
platter.
out on
Let's
the
go
town.
out.
Hell yeah.
We can't go out in real life, so we'll go out.
Yeah.
Alright, where are you gonna go? What sort of cuisine?
What is there like a restaurant district or something? I don't know where all the fancy restaurants are.
World buffet.
Yeah, there probably
I
is.
want something, I want something spicy.
Fuck off!
Rinn buffet.
So they want something spicy.
Yeah, it's good with me.
Something that is Mount
Sounds
Tor
good.
food as well.
Uh,
You know what? Just go for spicy.
You want
Let's-
both?
Nah, let's just go for spicy.
He wants a world buffet.
Sure, so you're probably looking at an Alathorian sort of restaurant. You head in there. Don't know what it's called. Let's see in the notes. Hang about.
Hanging about.
Anything happened on your travels, Zorgar? Or was it just walking?
90% walking.
90% walking.
10% sitting.
Nah. Met a guy in a cave.
Alright.
Oh
You
no,
what?
what happened?
Zorgar, what have we told you about meeting strange people in caves?
That's cool. He was a follower of Belarius. He was a ghost or something. I don't know. He was dead.
Okay.
Oh.
You didn't
Alright.
think to mention you met a ghost?
Who was
I
it?
think he was
What's
a
his
ghost.
name?
Some kind of ghost. Balthazar. May have heard of him. You know. Don't know if you've read much.
Just casually mention you met Balthazar.
That's the
Balthazar,
first High
the-
King guy.
Aye, him.
Being dead for like 500
You-
years.
Hang on. Did you meet Balthazar?
Are you sure you
Correct.
didn't
You know how
hallucinate?
gods work.
No.
What do you mean no?
It was a Belarius thing. I don't know.
What did he say to you?
He gave me a lot of advice, mainly about brothers.
Oh dear.
Wait, what about
did he have to
brothers?
what did he have to say about brothers? Jake, do
Well-
people know Balthazar had a brother? Yeah?
Probably.
Probably not.
He had a
Oh, no,
brother.
Alright. I didn't know he had a brother.
No,
well,
I don't
he
care
was
about
chatting
his
about his
brother. What
brother.
did he say about?
Yeah, he just said he gave advice about brothers.
Yeah, he was saying, watch out, beware your brothers, because his brother.
This guy sounds like a dick.
It was
smote him
his
down.
brother.
I mean, to be fair, his brother murdered him. I think he's fair enough to be a bit wary of brothers.
Maybe his
Dude.
brother murdered him because he wasn't a very good brother.
Did you catch who the brother
Think of that.
was?
Nah, I didn't say.
Alright.
Are you sure you didn't eat some mushrooms?
Sounds like a wild thing to meet the first king, you know?
Mate, you just met your own god.
I met the second
Aye.
king, but that was
How do
food
you know
poisoning.
that?
But I went out to meet my god.
Came across the China Key. The sound of the... Oh, walking around, just found the first emperor. Chat to him about brothers. You know, it's a bit far-fetched, to be
It
honest.
was like a Balarian cave or some stuff, right? There was a door. It had some scales on it. I was like, right, I know that symbol.
Right. Okay.
I think he had some mushrooms.
I think
Yeah.
you also had some mushrooms.
Let's go out for some real food.
Wee!
Jake, am I able to
Mushrooms are
insight
real.
check or no?
Inside check to what end?
To just see if Rack believes Zorgar.
Mir doesn't believe so.
Well, Zorgar believes it.
Zorgar believes
Yeah.
it.
I think
Yeah.
you would
You'd have to
believe
do
it.
some medical
Got a
tests
soul
to see
bond
if it was
here.
hallucinating.
Ah, that's true. Do I believe it? Because he nicked my soul.
I mean, do you feel like there's? I've rubbed something into my eye. You feel like there's a sort of like when he says all that, you're like, yeah. Strangely, I believe that. That feels plausible. I feel like I've experienced that somewhat in like you get kind of weird deja vu soon.
Could have sworn I met the first King Balthazar at one point.
No, it feels like you were there.
What? You were with us the whole time. Were you high when we were fighting a
I
demigod?
was deaf and blind at one point, so
Good point.
So are you, Naren.
You probably got some
I
brain
was-
damage in the
I
old
was
noggin.
fighting. Swinging tridents.
You were definitely deaf
Nothing
and blind
happened.
at some point.
No, completely fine.
And then when I woke up,
Just
Altius was there for some reason. So I don't know what to
Sitla.
believe anymore. Sutla, excuse me.
You know what?
Fucking
Crazy
say
stuff has
that
happened.
backwards,
Maybe you
motherfucker.
did meet the Emperor. That's mad.
I did.
Sure. Okay.
Where is this restaurant?
Sure.
So the restaurant
Right.
called the Saffron Rose.
Where?
Giving
Is
you
there a menu
traditional.
outside?
There is a menu outside. It looks very expensive.
How expensive?
I
Oh,
mean,
fuck.
they most places express their menus in terms of silver. This place expresses it in terms of gold.
Cool.
Oh,
Is everything got
We
gold
could just
leaf
go
on it?
get takeout.
Let's split.
Yeah.
We just got a bunch of cash. Let's just splash out.
Just
Have a
once.
meal.
But it
Been
feels
up and
like a
out
bit.
Up and out for 2
High-end.
weeks. Come
okay. You convinced me.
on.
We deserve a good meal.
Wait, how are we dressed? I feel like we might not be
Oh,
allowed.
yeah, are we allowed in?
Mm.
That's
I mean-
my main concern, is that
Like
this
it-
place is probably a bit up themselves.
I mean, do you guys have like? Do you guys just stay in your adventuring clothes all the time, or do you have like
We're
Yes.
just
Meriden clothes?
We
Well, my
get jumped.
clothes
We get
kind of
jumped by
are.
assassins. So
point
yeah.
2 force.
So you're just rocking
I'm
about
not wearing
armor.
any shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, maybe if it's full of nobles, and that might not be the best plan.
No, we.
I don't
we
think
let
we've
our
had a
money do the
bath
speak.
yet. We've just fucking climbed up a mountain, haven't had a bath yet.
We've
fucking
been here for 2
traipsed
days.
into
You haven't
town.
had a.
No,
We haven't
we've
been
had-
here for 2 days, have we?
We have.
Yes.
Oh, we have
we
been
have.
here. Well,
Yeah.
okay, maybe I haven't had a bath, but like
Went to the spa earlier.
Zorgar hasn't had a bath.
That's true.
That's true.
Zorgar
stinking.
looks resplendent.
Zorgar is dark repellent.
No.
as
His
fuck.
armor is resplendent.
Yeah.
Yeah, his face
I
is
mean,
really gritty.
Let's just go in.
I assume they have a doorman. Are they giving us the look?
Can dragonborns take sand baths because they're lizards?
Oh.
You know, I don't know what a sand bath is, but probably.
Just roll around in the sand.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, that seems possible.
Yeah, it probably doesn't do anything, we could do it.
A whole
I mean, anyone
bunch
can do it.
Technically.
of sand bathhouses all over scale.
Yeah, if we just find a sand pit, Zorgar can just roll around in it and we can go.
He'd have to strip off, though. That's the thing, right?
You have to be a big sand pit as well.
This is not appropriate in a public park, Zorgar.
This is sand pit for children.
Well, let's just go into the restaurant. I don't
Yeah.
care if we get looked
If
at.
we flash enough money, they'll let us sit in.
Yeah.
Okay, so you head in. It's one of those places where, you know, the door rings as you enter. and there's this sort of it's very warm in here. It smells of spices, like at the back of your nostrils, especially if you're not kind of used to it, kind of tingle a bit when you walk in. And there's a number of tables with sort of very well dressed people sitting and discussing things. Some of them have papers with them. There is a section at the back which is roped off with like a red curtain, and a young woman kind of greets you at the door and says, "Hello." She sort of looks you all up and down.
Good evening. Is it evening?
It is evening.
Oh no. Well, good evening.
Table for 7, please. Or is Gek with us?
Is Gek with you?
No,
Rick hasn't been here this whole time.
Well, I mean,
It's on the
did
ship.
Naren not go back
Oh,
to
I
the
see.
ship in 2 days?
I don't think we should take a baby to
Didn't
this
invite him
restaurant.
out for dinner. Oh, no.
Table for 7
Can't
then.
pick favourites within my crew.
He is 8 years old.
He is still an employee.
Oh my god.
Wow!
Sus.
Whoa!
Are you paying him?
Yes! Paying him way more than he should be being paid. He's fucking scamming me.
So Mir walks up and says, "Table for 7," and she kind of looks you all up and down, and she says, "Let me just check the availability," and she kind of disappears off.
We've got a lot of flashy items, so
Mhm.
like if we are in our adventuring gear, we've got some pretty fucking cool looking adventuring gear.
Yeah.
Also, are
True.
we not semi-famous in America?
I don't know if it's positive or negative though. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Okay.
You probably aren't right. Let's see.
Is this just going to be an entire night of us getting kicked out of every single restaurant?
Oh.
87's pretty high.
Yeah, she comes back and she says, 7, good news, just this way, everyone, thank you. She kind of leads you through. And as you're kind of being led through this restaurant, like, the people at the other tables are kind of sitting and eating and discussing, they look up, every now and then someone does an eyebrow raise at you.
Oh.
Clang,
Do we see
clang,
any familiar
clang,
flight
clang,
faces, or
clang.
is it just like?
Can I snarl?
No snarling, no!
You
Why
probably
are you
don't notice anyone.
snarling? You're like the weird friend that hisses at people.
I'm
Just
a
throw some
dragon
flames
man.
up your nose.
Are you
Hissing
snarling
for
at
me is a
people
lot
there?
more normal. Yeah, people who are raising eyebrows, that's quite far.
Oh.
Give us an
Like that
intimidation
can,
check.
Darren.
Oh boy.
You're like twice anyone's size in here.
Oh.
Most of them just kind of go back to what they're doing. And kind of make pains to not look at you again. And then Mir slaps you.
What is this whole wanting people to fear you thing, Naren? We should talk about this.
Are you
We're supposed
secure?
People to fear me. They're
You
making
just
nasty
snarled at
faces.
people. They raised
They're
an
making
eyebrow. That's
nasty
not
faces,
nasty.
so am I.
They're
If
intrigued.
you
That's
don't
nasty.
want people
It's
to think
underhanded
you're a
now.
pirate, you shouldn't
Are
snarl
you
at
saying
people.
all pirates snarl? If you snarl, you're a pirate?
We're saying that pirates get pretty easily offended and not very much, apparently.
How dare you? We've discussed this so many times. I'm not even going to respond.
Did you say apparently?
Apparently.
Oh.
Yeah, so she leads you through. Naren snarls at someone, Mir slaps him. And she seats you all at this table, and kind of as you're sort of bickering amongst yourself, she says, "I'll just leave the menus there for you."
Thank you.
Thank you.
And she disappears off. So it's a kind of selected all sorts of stuff here. It's all very expensive. Cheapest item on here is about 5 gold for starters.
If
This better be the best
we're
Abby
gonna
I've
run
ever
out of the
read.
bill, that'd be fun.
We gotta leave this. We can't do this.
What's the most exotic thing on the menu, Jake?
The most exotic things, they have a number of seafood options. The most exotic thing, they have some stuff from the Green Wild that you can get, like a fillet of Roth, which is
Rough.
something like no one like people kind of like normal people don't really know they're familiar with that as a name of something that lives in the green realm, but they don't know what it looks like or what it does. It's just like this. Oh, don't go into the green realm. There's Roths in there, 2 Roths.
What's the spiciest thing on the menu?
The spiciest thing, they have. Hang on, let me have a look here. They have
Look at the menu.
yeah. They have they have like kind of hot sauces they can add to things. So the spiciest sauce they have is an Albadazar Scorcher. It has a 5 heat rating next to it.
This is
But
fancy Nando's, isn't it?
There's not like a scale.
Fancy Nando's.
Are we going to do like a hot food competition instead of a normal drinking
Ooh.
competition?
Yeah.
Very good.
Buy them hot
my
sauces.
bowels, thank you.
In the
I'm
very
in.
classy restaurant. I'm in too.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm
Okay.
in.
I feel like I have an advantage for being a dragon man.
Being
No,
resistant
it's
to
not
fire.
hot, it's spicy.
Is there a platter sort of thing, Jake, where we could,
I
we could
mean-
have the sauces and...
It's one of
You're
those
asking the waiter
places
this.
where like you can get anything you want really if you ask for it.
Can I get chicken wings?
Probably, yeah.
The most expensive restaurant we've ever been in, you're getting chicken wings.
They specialize in spice.
What's the
Uh,
fanciest thing on the menu?
The fanciest thing, you can get. Let me think. They do.
I want one of those.
They do spiced jellied scorpion on a coral foam.
Ooh.
Ugh!
Whoa.
Wow. I think I'm not gonna have that.
Out of curiosity, how much does it cost?
That one, that's 20 gold.
Whew.
Bet the portion sizes are tiny.
Let's
From what
just
you've
get a
seen,
platter
it's
of
not
their
like-
spices.
She comes
Spice
back after
contest?
a couple minutes. Can I take a drink, Sword?
Hot sauce.
Sure, is it?
Flag in your finest ale.
Also one of those, please.
Also one of those.
What
Have a
sort?
drinking
Is that one of
contest
those?
and a spice
You
contest
say
at the same
finest.
time.
Oh,
We don't know what their finest ale costs.
Oh
that's a
shit, yeah,
very
how
good
much is
point.
your finest ale?
Well, it depends. Are you into pale ales? We have lovely APAs.
You
Got
what?
any apple
What's
here?
an APA?
What's an apple?
What was an APA?
So now Althorian pale ale.
Althorian Pale Ale.
Yeah.
There we go.
Ah.
Yeah. I'll go for an APA.
Mm-hmm.
Can I have a wine or a spirit of some kind?
Yes, do you have a preference, or
Okay.
shall I get the chef's recommendation?
Surprise me, but maybe I don't know actually. No, don't fucking surprise me.
She kind of starts writing, scribbles out, and then starts writing again.
You're gonna get a pint of tequila or something.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, cocktails!
Ooh,
Oh,
do they do
fuck
cocktails
yeah.
here?
Yeah, they'll do basically whatever you want.
Yeah, cocktail. That surprised me.
I want
What's
one
those-
that's rainbow.
It's those massive ones that you share in a group and everyone has like a straw
Pitcher.
pitcher.
I think it's... Yeah, let's do that.
You don't need to share a picture.
No, that's true.
But we're at a classy restaurant.
So
We're
we're
gonna
gonna
make it
share a
trashy
picture
as
with
hell.
straw.
A picture with one straw, please.
Of course, ma'am. Anything else?
Look at
for
the
anyone?
size of me.
Can we just order our food now as
Yes, if you're ready, of course.
We getting a spicy share platter
Yeah,
then?
platter. We
Sorry,
would like
any
a
allergies?
platter of food. Oh,
I don't understand half the
No.
things on the menu, so probably, but don't worry about it.
Any known allergies?
No, I'm not
don't think
allergic
so.
to gnomes.
She kind of does that polite laugh thing. She's like,
Customer service laugh.
No,
Ah.
I feel the pain.
that's a good one. You should consider. Have you ever considered comedy? Out
of all the interactions with Malbrin, I didn't think that would be one for some reason.
Yeah, so she kind of writes down your plan. Is there anything else anyone wants?
No. Mm-mm.
She kind of does a nice sort of bows her head and whispers off, and then 5-10 minutes later, your drinks arrive. They all come in these really elaborate glasses. Like the pints are just like it's like a if you imagine a stein, but it just kind of curves in here, and it's got like a loop to loop at one point. It's like super kind of there's like a rose symbol on the bottom, and it's kind of got this sort of. It comes with like a lid. You have to take the lid off to actually drink the thing.
Is this a Syndicate Institute? They have a rose thing. Is it a syndicate that was roses?
Yeah.
Silver rose, yeah.
It's called the saffron rose.
Oh, okay.
Does it look like the same rose symbol as what we found?
I mean, it's a rose, but it's not like the same
same
sort of.
one.
It's not stylized the same way.
Okay.
I mean, I was just joking.
Is there
Yeah.
any interesting gossip from the tables nearby?
Give us a.
Probably chatting about the dragonborn that came in and hissed at everybody.
Yeah, give us an investigation check.
Snarled.
18 plus 28.
28. So what are the rest of you guys chatting about while you're kind of eavesdrops?
Talk about the adventure. Yeah. Talk about what's next. Killing a dragon or something.
Are we doing that?
We don't talk about that.
We don't talk
you know,
about that? Okay. We
No,
don't
no.
talk about that then.
Secret chat.
Got it.
Don't want anyone clear.
Is there any plays you guys want to see while we're in Meriden?
Has Febreze got any new
Actually,
plays on?
Yeah, I should probably go visit Febreze while we're here.
It's Febreze
Good
and
idea.
Meriden.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
spreading rumors for us, isn't she?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let's go see Febreze.
Does
That'd be
Beth
great.
and Lindsay have any plays on?
Oh yeah, we should go fucking tank it.
Boo.
I wonder if that party's still around, aren't they?
Oh,
Do they have
yeah.
a name?
Artillery shield.
Ah, Tilia Shield. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Hey, you wanna pop in and see how they're doing? Maybe not.
Anybody know? Anybody
We
called
still have the shield,
Sparax?
so they're still gonna want to kill us.
Sparax.
Not Marquette. Sparax.
Spar X.
Not a clue.
Wait, what?
So you see the person over there with the top hat. Apparently, Sparax just bought something really interesting, and they've got it down on lockdown. Apparently, don't know what that
Oh.
means.
How interesting are we talking?
Hold on.
What?
From Anchor.
Oh,
I didn't say it that loud.
oh.
Do we know
Uh-oh.
a Sparax
Can't
from
we
Anchor?
relax for the one night?
I'm not
No.
missing out on this
Dinner.
juicy gossip, Rick. Hush up.
Alright, go on.
They quiet down.
God damn it. Can I pew over, sneakily pew over at them? Do either of
Is
them
this
look
like-
familiar?
Is this like when you tell your mom, don't look now, but then she goes,
They just look like two regular. There's a man and a woman. They just look like normal people. You don't recognize them. Normal humans. They're dressed quite nicely.
From Anchor.
Drinking contest. Drinking contest.
And
Let's do
spicy
contest.
contest.
Oh yeah, should we wait for the wings and then do them at the same
Yeah,
time?
wait for the wings. I'm gonna keep an eye on these people at the table.
I really want a Nando's right now.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
What is
Not sponsored.
Yeah, I could do it for
Oh.
Nando's. That'd be good.
How good would it be if we were sponsored by Nando's?
Oh, can you
It'll
imagine?
be banging. Then we could have real chicken.
Halloumi dips.
Oh, so good.
I hate how you only
So
get like
sad
3
now.
of them, and like they're like £4, and you're just like, that's not enough. It's so good though.
They know how good they are.
They know. They know.
They know.
They definitely know.
Yeah, so the waitress comes back about 20 minutes later with your platter of stuff. Sets it down on the table. Everything all right so far? Anything I can do for you?
Yes, it's fine. Thank you.
Enjoy your meal.
Great, thank you.
You
Spicy
too.
eating contest.
Did I just get that now, Chink?
Yeah.
Fuck! I
What?
got a little message in my head.
Oh,
So they got the body of my sister
Oh
back.
Jesus.
Oh, great.
And they want me to see it before anything happens. So
Oh.
right
there
now?
might be something weird. Well, we can eat.
Good.
Well, that's a
Yeah. We'll eat and then I'll head over.
yes, a conversation starter. You know.
Yeah. So drink my words away. Let's go.
Hey.
Is it a constitution save still for spicy food?
Yes. You have advantage if you're fire resistant.
Oh fuck yeah!
Yes!
Are we doing spicy food first?
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel if we're burning hot, the thing will help.
Sorry, Constitution
Okay,
save.
I'll take
Yes.
the 14.
Cool.
Ah.
Oh, dang it.
17 will do.
11.
20.
16.
Take a 14.
Fire resistance ain't helping, Emma.
I got 11.
Still the lowest, though.
Oh,
So
I
what does
see
the
it.
fire resistance do? Do you take?
You get an
Advantage.
advantage.
Dang it.
Is Malbram participating?
No.
Malvern doesn't
Aw.
Okay.
How about Fraffen? Is Fraffen participating?
Oh, I think I'll watch this one.
Alright.
Aw.
Okay, so
Well, I lose. I love spicy
Sorry,
food. This
Leda.
is so unfair.
Like it's spicy. Like
Two.
it tastes good, but it's like the whatever freaking scorcher they used on that one. It's like it's too much. You know? It's that one where it's more spice than any flavor.
I start necking my cocktail.
Sure. Okay.
Drinking contest.
Well, you guys have to finish.
Oh,
the
yeah,
spice
of course.
contest.
yeah, we have to finish this.
Sure. Okay,
Round
next
two.
round.
Yeah.
18.
Oh, I think I'm out.
Good.
421.
Oh, damn.
5. I think I'll join Lid at the.
The first
Yeah.
one went
Yeah,
down
but
pretty
you did a
smooth.
charisma save. You didn't do.
Oh, charisma.
You didn't do
that's the wrong save.
constitution.
Oh, well, you know, 23 will do it then. Thanks for the save, Emma.
Same bonus, mate.
Well, I
Same
thought you
bonus.
should
It's
the
probably
exact
keep
same.
the.
Oh.
I should have kept the
wow.
roll anyway and just added your different bonus, but it's the same, so never mind.
Yeah, it's got 5 then.
Yeah, the first one went down smooth. The second one, I bet it might.
I think I'll settle with my drink and let the rest go on.
Round 3.
Oh, here we go. Oh shit.
Oh damn.
Dang.
Zorgar's getting in the swing. Just like the trick is just to swallow them whole.
Damn right.
Cheating.
Bones and all.
Oh.
Ugh.
Yeah, Naren, you're like, it's a bit much. Even like you're
Too
sweating.
Oh.
Humor.
All right, let's go.
They're linked together. This isn't fair. They're sharing the load.
Oh, but
Being 11. Ah shit.
Whoa.
I did.
He's got
Aaron's
plus 6.
probably gonna have to go to the toilet to deal with this loss.
Wash your hands before you do anything. And touch the spicy food.
Oh, hot damn.
Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, so Zorgar, you've been walking for 4 days. You're just happy to see any food right now. There's not just hard biscuits and dried beef. Then you just knack all your stuff, and you don't really see what the big deal is. Bunch of wimps.
Now to get smashed.
Had to get smashed.
We go again.
Way. Oh, a 7
Wolves
beat
have-
that.
Resistance to poison.
That'll give you advantage.
Does that help in a drinking contest?
Ah.
Hell yeah.
Boo.
8 and 8.
Oh,
Yes.
This site hates me.
More than 4 though.
Sorry, quick question. What's the command to message the DM again?
/W, and then Jake. I think. You might get away with /WGN.
Is there space?
/W space Jake. It should give you an autocomplete.
Lyd is feeling a bit shaken up over the fact that she suddenly got the reminder of her dead sister's decaying body is back, and she needs to go and see it, so she's not really doing as well as she usually would.
That's
Definitely
fair,
not
that's
making
fair.
an excuse. That's why.
Lore reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Aaron, drink your drink.
Oh, is everyone rolled already? Sorry.
Yeah.
Feels all good.
Oh, motherfucker.
Damn. I think that's Lida out of here.
Yep.
Yeah, it's not
I'm
happening
still
tonight.
just drinking my cocktail. I'm
Mhm.
just like, I can't be bothered.
Round 2?
Right, round 2. Ooh, 20.
Whoa. I think that's Zorgar out.
Yeah, Zorgar, you're like, you know
I'm
what?
out.
It's starting to react. Your stomach's just feeling all sorts of weird now because of all the weird mixture of really spicy stuff and kind of oat soda.
Whole bones.
Yeah.
Ugh. Ooh, another 20.
Oh man. Gotta roll high on Aaron.
Nope.
Nope.
Oh, dice.
Alright.
In what world is Mir getting a 20 on her constitution
I
save?
know.
What is this?
Man. Need this for
Alright.
combat.
Cool. Flex,
Alright.
alright, last round.
Last round, good luck.
Aww.
Rurak wins.
Projectile
Hell
bomb.
yeah. I will down my last drink.
That's pretty good
You
stuff.
gotta admit,
This Alathorn.
Mm.
it's better than mushroom wine. I'm sorry, Rurak, I'm sorry, but it is.
That's just a matter of opinion.
Rurak. You were in a ditch last time. You drank the mushroom.
Would you like some? I have some mushroom wine
Where
here.
have
It's
you been
good stuff.
keeping it? Where have you been keeping it?
It's in my bag.
That's gonna go off, man. You had that thing
I think it still tastes as good as when I found it.
in the ditch.
I thought you
It
robbed
didn't come
someone.
from the ditch.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
you
you
robbed
robbed
someone.
somebody.
Oh,
I remember. Is that why it tastes so good? Because you stole it.
I don't remember
Everything
that.
tastes better when you don't have to pay for it.
That's true.
That
That's
is fact.
true. It's very true.
Let's run.
Wait, what is our bill exactly?
Your bill.
I don't see any bills right now.
Uh-oh. What's that? Oh.
Hey, how does that work?
2 D100s, and you only rolled an 8 and 8.
I think that's the price.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
It's
come
more
on.
like that. It's more like 78.
Oh, boo.
You didn't get a discount for being amazing.
Yeah, we were really nice. And I'm only a little bit drunk.
Are you tipping?
We
Is
should.
this a tipping kind of?
It's definitely a tipping kind of
The
place.
waitress had to put up with so much shit with us. We should probably.
Like,
just
it's
tip
not-
her.
10% swap. 8. So,
We just spent £100 on
86.
someone's car. We may as well just chuck them 100.
Okay.
Keeps the numbers easy.
Alright, cool.
Sure.
And we will drunkenly stray home.
Did you
Do not have to.
Oh,
That
Your
was-
mic is
audio's
fucked,
fucked.
Niall.
What?
Your audio's all distorted.
Very crackly.
Formally.
Mm-hmm. That was a good evening, guys. Nice dinner.
Do you not have to go to the spire, lid?
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh fuck.
yes.
Okay, don't. Right. Who's coming with me? Because you're a bit drunk, and I don't want you wandering into the wrong
I'm
room
your
and
guard.
blown up.
Have you know I'm a
I'll come.
scientist?
I'll bring her back. Don't worry about it.
I've had
You
too
can't,
many
you're not-
spicy wings, too many drinks. Probably go
Too
just
many
go back to the
spicy
ship.
wings.
Crash.
All right.
Listen, I'm not going on a rocking ship when I'm this drunk.
I think a rocking
Good
ship
point.
is probably better than a tower that can transport you who knows fucking where.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
To be fair, I'm
The
not
world
sure I'm in the
tower
mood
is
to see a dead body right now.
Right,
so
I'll just go
I
on my
might
own,
kick it
don't worry.
To the ship.
to the ship.
I'll meet you there.
Cool. So there you're heading off to try and investigate the corpse.
Yes.
Sure. Okay. So you head off to the spire. Like it's like early evening, or just late evening. So like 8 or 9 o'clock at night. It's starting to get dark. But the receptionist is there, and she's what is she called? Catherine, I think. I don't remember.
Yeah, I think so. I think I had a chat with her.
Yeah, she recognizes you. She's like,
Good
"Oh hi.
gossip.
Hi.
Haven't seen you for a while. How are you doing?"
Yeah, I'm doing all right. Who was it? Who was it? Hekarim? What was his name? Her name? I don't know who I was speaking to. Kurin?
Oh, Karen.
Say it.
Are you?
Yeah.
Here to, I think she's in. I think she's off in her tower, right now.
Where's that?
It's up near near Whitemark, the big black thing.
Oh, okay. All right, never mind that. Well, how are you doing? How's your husband?
Oh, he's okay. Yeah, you know. Yeah. It's not great.
Are you
Okay, it's
okay?
not great. It's not great.
Oh
He's
no.
he's just Do you ever? Are you involved with it? I don't know, but it just. Sometimes you just wonder if you're not. Sometimes I wonder if I'm worth a bit more. You know, I know it sounds terrible to say that. I know it sounds awful to say that because, you know, I love him. He loves me, but I can't help feeling I could do a bit better. You know, I just.
Well, if you're feeling like that, then, well, you gotta think about why you're with him to begin with. If
Yeah.
that's not the case anymore, then maybe you need to find your own path.
That's very true. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, I'll think about that. Thank you. How are you?
Mm-hmm.
How's your man?
Oh,
sorry,
there's trouble.
sorry, I shouldn't have. Oh, sorry to hear that. You know, what are you gonna do?
It is what it is.
It is what it is, you know, and it is. Yeah. You here for long? You in?
Oh, I was just passing through.
Right. Okay. Well. Yeah. You off anywhere exciting?
Off the top of my head, I don't know, but probably somewhere. Eventually, just came back from Stormguard. That was
Alright.
fun.
Mm-hmm. That's in Big Mountain, isn't it? Yeah. Did you see that storm the other day? Speaking of storms, it was mad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, where'd it come from?
It was mad.
Don't know. Huge.
Who knows?
Sprung out of nowhere.
Yeah.
She kind of looked
Well, I'll talk to you next time I hear you. You know, I'm always popping in.
Oh yeah, looking forward to it. Yeah, take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Drinklet just made a divorce happen. I
Oh
think.
my god.
Oh, I guess so.
Whoops.
Who's drawing that
I'll
map?
sending. How do you Carowin?
Yeah.
And actually, I don't even know what I'm gonna say. So never mind.
All right.
When I get back, I'll ask the party if it's okay if we can go to. If is White Mark on the way to the dragon? It's like to the north.
White Mark is not on the way to the dragon. It's up a different river. What's in White Mark?
My sister's dead body.
Oh.
Oh, you know, we could maybe, if you want, take a slight detour and swing up, and then we'd have to come back down and through Meriden again. Because White Mark should be easier to get to, because we don't have to go through Meriden.
Okay. I mean, sure. I don't really know where the dragon is right now, so I don't. Whereabout is the dragon?
It's up just above Kilmore. It is. Let's see if I can mark it.
Do the little ping thing.
Yeah, it's around there, I believe, if I remember correctly.
Oh, okay.
How are we going to get into Rel?
Over there. You know. Smuggler ship.
Okay.
I can hide people fairly easily.
Okay, that's fine then.
The more difficult part is going to be sneaking all of us and all of the gold back through Meriden. But I'm sure I can work it out.
Yeah, what did you guys do with temple gold, by the way?
So what
Temple gold.
Yeah. Oh,
Bag
like
of holding.
£200 of it.
Will that fit in 2 bags of holding?
Probably actually, yeah.
Well, I assume some of it's going to be staying to help rebuild the temple.
Yeah, it would be good if a cut of it stayed for the temple.
Sure.
Basically, like, how many people are in the party? If we can just have my cut just be like the temple cut, I'd be happy with that.
Okay.
That's cool.
How much gold was it? And the other currency?
Do you guys have a note of that, or do you need me to give you a note?
I haven't got it anyway.
Let me check. It was 11,000 gold and 1,600 platinum, which is worth 16,000 gold. So about 27,000.
Okay. And how many in the party? 7. So that's 3.8 for the temple.
Okay, I'll just write that down.
3.8 thousand. Like, roughly. There is an amount left that we need to figure out.
How much gold can we carry on our person?
Depends how much you're currently carrying. 50 coins is a pound. So, usually a fairly healthy amount. But it can
Was
get
there like a
quite bulky.
chest? Was there any chest or anything in the temple?
Yeah, it was in a chest. A big stone trunk.
Yeah. We just said we left the money in there
Sure.
for... and would have told
Mythic.
Matuk about that, yeah.
Sure thing. Okay.
Cool.
Okay, we'll probably stop there for this evening because it's getting a bit sort of late. Sort of fairly natural stopping point. So we'll pick up next week.
Cool.
Cool. Okay. So yeah, if you watch the stream, cheers for watching. I'm back next week, same sort of time. You know, if time still has meaning, then. So, cheers for watching. See you next week.
Bye.